Saturday. Matt Palumbo, Michael Brown for KWVT. Brownie points are coming up next, but Azusa Pacific and Western Oregon played once already this season. Michael, it was a 42-36 victory over the Cougars. Give me what your brownie points are today and what you look forward to today in a game that has a lot of meaning for Western Oregon.
Yeah, brownie points are really simple as they've been all season. Control the ball, run the ball, play great defense, get turnovers with the playmakers on defense, continue to do what they've done all season. No penalties, no turnovers, and they'll win the game. It's the formula that's worked the whole entire season.
Azusa Pacific, Michael, was picked actually to win this conference, and right now are going to play the role of spoiler. When you're preparing for a game like this, and Western Oregon knows what's at stake, which is actually a chance at its first share or actual title in this conference. I know you said limit those opponents, but how exciting is it to be a player in a game like this?
It's very, very exciting, obviously, and they're at home to do it in front of the fans that they wish to do it in front of. They've been working on this all season, and now they get the chance to put it away at home. It's all they can ask for here at MacArthur Field.
Michael and myself will be back, but coming up next, an interview with Corey Metzger.
Searching the Northwest to bring you the biggest variety in sports. Northwest Television Sports brings you the rejoicing of victory, the frustration of defeat, the drama of competition. This is Northwest Sports.
Northwest Television Sports is proud to bring you Western Oregon University coming up next.
Welcome to Monmouth, Oregon. I'm Matt Palumbo for KWVT. I am with the strength and conditioning, no, it's the director of sports performance, Corey Metzger. What goes into building a football team that can be this late in the season and have the opportunity they have today to play for a championship game?
Well, a lot goes into it. I think this all started, 8-9 years ago when I got here, and they'd never had a strength and conditioning coach or department here. And I think that the biggest thing that I wanted to kind of change was the culture of the weight room, like what they view the weight room as. It's not just a place where we go and lift some weights. It's a place where we build, leadership and responsibility, accountability, teamwork. All of that goes into what we do with our programming. And the biggest thing to get us to where we are with the kids that we get and having the amount of scholarships that we don't have is building the toughest team that we can. And how do we do that is by a fully encompassing strength and conditioning program, which is conditioning. It's the strength work, it's plyos, it's mobility, it's flexibility. It's all starts as soon as this season is over. I start planning for next year, and so it's a long process that a lot goes into it.
I'll get you out on this question: how healthy is the team today, and how eager is everybody to go out there and show the work that they've put in this week and the entire season?
Yeah, I think that's one thing that I'm most proud about this team this year is that we are so healthy, we are so powerful and in shape. That's what's won us, I think, a lot of games, in conjunction with a lot of things. But our ability to outlast a lot of our opponents, and that goes directly to what the work they put in the off season. And I think that we're healthy, we're ready, and I'm super excited.
All the action coming up next on KWVT. Thank you, Corey Metzger, the performance coach of the Western Oregon Wolves football team. Welcome, everybody. It is Championship Saturday. Michael Brown, Matt Palumbo. Kickoff is just seconds away. Michael, it is a chance with a victory today for Western Oregon to claim a share of its first title in the GNAC conference, or any title of any sort, since 2001. How excited are you today?
Very excited. Again, it's the GNAC finale for Western Oregon, and they have a chance to be a conference champ. So, they're all ready to go. Both teams look set to go, and you look to see Western Oregon come out really strong today, and it should be fun.
They've sent the action to the field, and things are going to get underway in just moments. It is an amazing Saturday here in Monmouth, Oregon. It's overcast, about 50 degrees, a perfect day for football. Western Oregon owning a 6-3 overall record. They've only played 2-2 at home, Michael, but they've won 4 times and only lost once on the road. But all that matters today, as kickoff is just seconds away, is a victory against the Cougars, and the Wolves will be at least co-champions of the GNAC Conference. Cougars kick it away. High kick right at the goal line for Curtis Anderson, and Curtis Anderson will go back with blockers in front, and great special teams play by the Cougars, and it will be poor field position for the Curry Express. Ty Curry coming out to lead this Western Oregon offense, Michael. Hey, I got to tell you something. They did most of their work defensively, and we'll talk about that a week ago, but Ty Curry really has opened up the reins of this offense over the past several weeks.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch Ty Curry get better and better as the season goes along. He can do anything. He can throw the ball down the field to his great playmaking receivers. And, of course, with the running game, Nico Jackson, Amari Land, they're just going to keep pounding it with them as the game goes along.
Nico Jackson will get the start in the backfield. Jackson, a couple of catches a week ago for 46 yards. A lot of wrinkles being shown out of this running game now with Land and Jackson being able to catch the ball. Jackson goes off the left side, gets out to the left side, finds some room, and picks up about 5 yards on first down.
And sticking to the plan that they've gone with all season, keep running the game, running the ball. This time with Nico Jackson just making it to the outside for a 5-yard gain, setting up second and about 6 yards, I guess, for Western Oregon here early in the game.
Cannot say it enough, Michael. This is a team that has run Western Oregon for nearly 2,200 yards, giving up less than 1,100 yards on the ground to their opponent. So they have won most of their games on the offensive and defensive sides of the ball. Curry on the keep. Off the right side, has big room now at the 40, turns it to the 45, takes it out to the 50, covers it up, and the senior quarterback pushes the Wolves into Cougar territory.
And another read option there. He has the option to hand the ball off to Nico, decides to keep it, has blockers out in front of him, and gets down the field with some great blocking from the receivers down the field. A great pickup on second down there past midfield. The Wolves driving at the beginning of this game.
Ty Curry on the season now, Mike, that was his 102nd carry. Now over 600 yards on the ground, averaging over 6 yards a carry. Jackson, no, it's going to be Curry again, and Curry finding the room he needs on the left side this time. He'll run for the sideline, and it'll be back-to-back first downs for the quarterback.
Yeah, it looks like a true run-pass option on that play. Decides to hold the ball. Looks like he's going to pass it. Can't find an open receiver. Works his way down the field for another first down. You're seeing the great agility of Ty Curry as he's working his team down the field to try to score on this opening drive.
Something about the pace of this offense I've liked all year, Michael, in the games that we've been able to cover is basically the identity comes through the run game, but they're giving Nico Jackson a start for the first time I've seen all season, and he's a different type of running back, especially now catching the ball out of the backfield. On the 38-yard line of the Cougars, Western Oregon looking to strike first. Jackson is coming out of the backfield, but Curry now moving to his right, looking downfield, has Marquise Sampson open at the 20-yard line. And that's another first down. That's 3 first downs in a row for this offense.
Very crisp by the offense. Ty Curry, plenty of time. Great blocking by the offensive line. Finds a receiver open down the field. A very good tackle, but a first down again for Western Oregon as they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to snap the ball again.
Ty Curry taking a little bit more time with his throw, a little bit crisper. You could see in warm-up they were definitely concerned about that. It looks like there's going to be an initial timeout.
Azusa Pacific, their first of the half.
Cougars will take a timeout, and so will we. We'll be back with more first quarter action here on KWVT, Channel 17.
Did you know that Western Oregon Athletics is on demand? That's right, you can watch Wolves on the field, in the gym, or on the track anytime, anywhere online. Go to woowolves.com, click on the Wolves live video, and you're in the Western Oregon Games Central portal. Select on demand and choose from any of the D2 men's and women's athletics shown live on Woo TV. Games Central is your window to Western Oregon athletics. Go Wolves!
Western Oregon poised and threatening to score on their opening drive. It's been 3 straight first downs, 2 by Curry, and now 1 by Sampson as as Evander Willingham goes in motion. They'll give the ball to Jackson off the left side. He'll cut it up to the 10, and go down to about the 7-yard line, but the offensive line, Mike, getting off to a quick start today.
Offensive line and receivers down the field, always important from this option running game that they like to get going as the game goes along. But a great job by Nico Jackson finding the hole, working his way up for a great gain on first down. It'll be 2nd and 1 yards for Western Oregon.
Jackson, the second leading rusher on this team, only behind number 23, Omari Land. But as we were talking earlier, both Land and Jackson now becoming targets for Curry out of the backfield. Curry's looking to throw. He goes backside, and there's a little bit of a... That was to the guard, Michael?
I believe so.
It's awesome. Was that Joseph Gonzalez? I think Joseph Gonzalez just caught his first pass.
Yeah, great job. It looks like a little throwback screen where they have Joseph Gonzalez as an available receiver at the end of the line there. He falls back. I thought he was going to pass it for a second, but he decides to tuck it, run, and get right back to the line of scrimmage, setting up a 3rd down and 1. But a fantastic job at a trick play there.
Hey, fans, hold on to your programs today. Joseph Gonzalez, go get his autograph. First collegiate reception for number 66. Jackson now in the backfield with Curry. It's a bad snap. Curry picks it up. Curry and Jackson will fall on it. And it's going to bring up 4th down here, Michael. And this is a tough spot right here because, Andrew Gross hasn't had a lot of kicks, and this is going to be on the back side of his range. Right around 40 is probably where it taps out.
Yeah, as Ty Curry looks away for just a second, and the ball is mishandled. They're able to get back on it, but it does set up a very long 4th down. But as you've seen all season, Western Oregon does have the capability of converting on very long plays. And you see Nico Jackson gets on the ball there, but we have 4th down here for Western Oregon early in this game.
Justice Murphy, Reed, Sampson, all on the right-hand side. Good blocking for Curry. Curry looking downfield now into the end zone. Has Sampson, and Sampson scores the touchdown, and the Wolves are on the board 6-0.
Great job there by Western Oregon. The offensive line doing a great job. Nico Jackson with a great block in the backfield allows Ty Curry to find Sampson, finding himself open in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown for Western Oregon to start the day. The way they wanted to start the day to try to win this conference championship.
Have we seen Ty Curry in the past 2 seasons look better than that opening drive? My answer, no. This is the best we have seen the Curry Express look. The kick is up, and it is good. It is 7-0 Wolves on top of the Cougars. More first quarter action coming up on KWVT Channel 17.
Ray is a father, a husband, a soldier, and he recently completed his master's degree online from Western Oregon University. WOU offered what Ray needed to succeed: accessibility, a graduate assistantship, low tuition rates. Whether you're a parent, working full-time, or traveling the world protecting our country, you can finish your master's degree. Western Oregon University online graduate programs, anywhere, anytime.
And with 10:37 remaining in the first quarter here in Monmouth, Oregon, the Wolves strike first on an 8-play, 84-yard drive, 4 minutes and 23 seconds, capped off by a Ty Curry to Marquise Sampson, 22-yard touchdown strike. An amazing start to a day that could be very special in the history of Western Oregon football as Gross kicks it away, and the Cougars will get their first offensive possession, and they're going to come out trying to show a little trickeration, but Joey Roos with the open field tackle.
Great job by Joey Roos reading that fake reverse there, able to trip him up just when it looked like they could have set something up there. And now you have Azusa trying to establish some offense themselves today and try to get back in this game, knowing it's going to be a tough battle today playing at MacArthur Field against this hyped-up Western Oregon team.
In the overall history, Azusa Pacific actually owns a 10-5 record against the Wolves. And it will be shotgun for the Cougar offense. And they're going to pass on first down underneath. Curtis Anderson with a tackle at 20-yard line, and reception went to Alu.
Yeah, as they run the fake, there's a quick dump off, and he's able, I believe, Hirsch with the reception, and Curtis Anderson coming up from the safety spot to keep it at a 5-yard gain, setting up 2nd and 5 here for the Cougars.
Tyrone Williams Jr., 6'4" in the backfield at the quarterback. He's going to have a good time probably being able to see over some of the shorter linemen for Western Oregon. And a nice start to this Cougar offense. Tyrone Williams Jr. throws a bullet and gets a first down.
Yeah, with the receiver coming open over the middle, able to make that catch. A solid play, a solid beginning for the Cougars offense. And another first down for them. Great defensive play on the tackle by Parnell.
Brandon Jackson will get the reception for the Cougar offense.
Yes, Brandon Jackson, but a good job by them to start out the day with a very quick answer, working their way up the field.
Western Oregon's defense a week ago, Mike, was able to get 2 interceptions and 2 fumble recoveries. Jalen Parnell, number 9, actually defensive player of the week, had 2 sacks for 21 yards, a total loss, and a strip sack with 6 solo tackles. Great week for Parnell.
Against a much improved Simon Fraser team last week, and now they're trying to get that groove back right now and see if they can get some turnovers against this offense.
Curtis Anderson creeping up to the line, now coming back, showing a different look. They'll hand the ball off here, and nothing going right there.
They're going to Jackson up the middle, just trying to see if they can find an opening. He does pick up a positive gain of about 2 yards, and it's, again, for a start for Azusa, who hasn't had as much success lately. They're trying to find a way to get down the field right now.
Williams Jr. now, 2nd and 8, just around 9 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Man in motion. Williams was going to throw, but now looking to run as the pressure came quickly. Throw goes underneath. It will be completed short of the first down. Isaiah Richard Lewis with the reception.
Yeah, just a quick pass to the outside, trying to work it down to make a more manageable 3rd down. But a great job by Roos on the tackle there to hold him to just a short gain, but it does set up 3rd and 4 yards for Azusa Pacific here early in the game. Midway through the first, we'll say, actually.
Pressure now being shown by the Wolves, coming off the edge, and they've got a free look at him. Williams escapes. He's got to retreat even further. Keeps his feet, now throws the ball deep downfield, and I believe it'll be out of bounds, but elusiveness being shown by Williams Jr. on that play.
Yeah, it's 44. E.J. Haig comes up the middle. Great job by him. Untouched, but just can't wrap up. It's still enough pressure, working him to the sideline. Maybe a block in the back that the refs missed, but the ball just goes sailing out of bounds. And it sets up a 4th down. You see the punt team out now for Azusa Pacific. Western Oregon about to get the ball back.
Dylan Attridge will be kicking, 5'9", 210-pound junior for the Cougars. Good snap, left-handed boot, and it'll be a fair caught at the 20-yard line, maybe the 19-yard line by the Wolves.
Parnell playing some great pass coverage on that last play, maybe not wanting to go right for it, a return on this play. But a good job again by Western Oregon's defense to start off that first drive. And now we'll see if their offense come out with the power they did in that first drive. See if they can get another score.
Parnell had an interception a week ago against Simon Fraser. Also had 3 passes broken up. He's really getting a knack for that. The defensive backfield all year, a great strength for the defense, as Omari Land now the leading rusher for Western Oregon with 855 yards on the season. Will flank Ty Curry in the backfield. Trips wide receiver to the right, and Curry's going to throw on first down. Nobody's there, and now he's looking for a block from Land. He gets it, turns it upfield. Now he's at the 35, at the 40. He tucks it away. You can hear them screaming on the sideline to cover it up, but Curry now having a wonderful afternoon running the ball.
Yeah, a lot of formation, a lot of routes down the field, but right away he sees man-to-man and sees an opening over the middle, decides to tuck the ball and pick up another first down. Great job by Ty Curry controlling this game so far in the first quarter.
Number 14, That's how you order the Curry Express. In my opinion, he so far has called his own number 3 times, seeing soft spots in the Cougar zone and picking up 3 first downs just by his feet, handing it to Land. Land going off the left side, gets room, gets a block from Reed and takes it near midfield and almost another first down, Michael.
Yeah, great blocking by the offensive line and receivers down the field. As Amari's trying to find an opening, sees his way down the field, picks up a good chunk on first down, and set up a second and about 3 yards. And you got to love this Amari Land, Nico Jackson, Ty Curry running the ball, controlling the clock, letting this offensive line control it. Even without Christian Needham being in the game this week, they're still able to control this offensive line early in the game.
Great point there, Michael Brown. Have a new right guard in there today, and that's always a tough thing to put somebody out there and get continuity with the line that had been healthy all season. Curry now a little play action, looking over the middle, has a man open, and it is, best I could tell, Michael, did you catch it? I did not. I hate to say it. It was Jaron Ford.
Yeah, I believe Jaron Ford on that reception. He was the underneath receiver there. I was looking at the downfield receiver, but a great job finding him open again, and he just worked his way up the field for another first down for Western Oregon as they continue this momentum early in the game.
Curry 4 for 4 on the afternoon. Curry moving Western Oregon offense for a second straight possession into Cougar territory. Curry now going to roll to his left. Throws a nice ball. First penalty flag we see on the afternoon. Sampson will get the reception, but we'll have to see if there's going to be any shenanigans on the offensive line.
Shenanigans. It looked like a clean blocked line, but yeah, they get the ball out to the sideline, but we're going to wait and see what the ref has to say about this play.
Holding. Offense. Number 52. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still first down.
Avery Belinsky on the holding call. He looked back at the official right after the flag was thrown. He looked unhappy. But again, Western Oregon, they just need to control this part of their game. Turnovers, penalties, the things that hold them back more than anything else this season. But again, 1st and 20 here for Western Oregon.
Wright, Murphy, and Reed will be on the top of the screen with Omari Land in the backfield. 1st and 20. Curry's in trouble, but he's going to go to the left, and he's still getting great blocking, tucking it away, and not letting clean hits get. And he almost takes it back to the original line of scrimmage, but picks up about 8 tough yards.
Yeah, you see the elusiveness of Ty Curry on this play as he looks like a keeper the whole entire time. A little hesitation at the line, great blocking from some people down the field, and then he gets corralled by the Azusa defense. But again, a good pickup after that penalty, setting up a 2nd and 11 for Western Oregon.
Still haven't changed it. There we are, 2nd and 12 on the 37-yard line. Lots of options for this Wolves offense that's showing that it is running and throwing on all cylinders, and Curry will run again, and Curry's going to pick up the first down and more, taking it down to the 15.
And again, this has been the same formula so far today. Ty Curry looking down the field, a lot of man-to-man, so there's not much help underneath. If he's able to get past this defensive line, he has some open space and working his way down the field. A great block down the field by Justice Murphy to help him spring him for another 5 or 6 yards. And a first down for Western Oregon inside the 20-yard line. Red zone action here. Let's see if they can score again.
Back-to-back possessions now for the Wolves offense that has seen Western Oregon get down deep into Cougar territory. 4 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in a very quick first quarter because most of it's been spent with Ty Curry running the football.
Timeout. Western Oregon. Their first of the half.
Trey Schumann-Bacroche calls a timeout from the sideline. We'll be back for the rest of the first quarter after this break on KWVT Channel 17.
Hello, I'm Rex Fuller, President of Western Oregon University.
And I'm Rob Whittingham, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs at Western Oregon University.
We'd like to welcome you to downtown Salem in our new location starting in fall 2020 at the corner of Trade and High Street here in beautiful Salem.
Over the next year, we'll work diligently to offer a full slate of hybrid courses to help you reach your educational goals.
We look forward to you taking courses at this new home in fall 2020. In the meantime, good luck with your studies and go Wolves.
4 minutes, 29 seconds in a game that the Wolves are leading 7-0, and with everything on the line for a season that has turned out to be quite a bit better, I think, than anybody anticipated. The Wolves 6-3 on the season with a victory this afternoon can lay claim at least a half of the GNAC title. But to do that first, Ty Curry in this offense will look to extend the lead on the 14-yard line. Number 14 takes the hike, and he looks underneath. Now sees Sampson, and Sampson was going for a little bit of a double move, but well covered by the Cougar defense.
Yeah, great job by the Cougar defense on that one. Great job by Ty Curry, seeing that the pocket was starting to collapse around him and decides to throw that where only Sampson would be able to catch that at the back of the end zone, essentially throwing that ball away on that play. Setting up a 2nd and 10 for Western Oregon.
Nice part of the offense, again, too, that we've seen in the last few weeks is the evolution of Evander Willingham. Might look for him, again, to get into that one-on-one situation where he can take advantage of his size and strength. Omari Land gets the fake handoff. Now Curry in a lot of trouble and smartly holds on to it, but he'll be sacked for the first time by this Cougar defense this afternoon.
Yeah, the pocket breaks down pretty quick on that play. And as Ty Curry's trying to find his first receiver is not open, pocket collapses and a sack for the Azusa Pacific defense.
Clock now under 4 minutes. Best I can tell from my vantage point, ball's at about the 22-yard line.
I believe that was Alala Lima on the sack there.
Need a 13-yard pickup here on 3rd down. Make it 18. Curry now flushed out to his right. Holding, gets it underneath. And right around the 12-yard line, Michael Omari Land will get a reception. It's a nice pickup, but not enough for the first down. Maybe we will see Andrew Gross, or maybe we will not.
Very similar to the 2nd down play. Alala Lima back in the backfield again, putting some pressure. Ty Curry able to get himself out of the backfield and find an open receiver, setting up a 4th down here, about 5 yards. And it looks like Western's going to go for it. No kicking today.
No kicking today. Big moment here for the Cougar defense as they're trying to hold Western Oregon already up 7-0. Curry now out into the flat. Had Land open and just a little bit too much mustard on that.
Yeah, defense man-to-man. Mari Land going out to the flat there. And Curry just off by a little bit there. Past Amari Land. And a turnover on downs for Western Oregon. Azusa Pacific getting the ball back inside the 10-yard line. But for them, a victory of not letting Western Oregon score and add to their lead.
The Cougars will get the ball back on downs, not inheriting the best field position as Williams Jr. will come out for his 2nd possession with this Cougar offense. Did get it moving pretty well. Western Oregon on the season, though, has shown the ability to get pressure on the quarterback. And they're showing it right here. Nice little screen setup. Joey Sinclair was kind of left on an island there and could not make the open field tackle before the Cougars pick up a 1st down.
Yeah, another play similar to the last play for Western Oregon where the running back's coming out of the backfield. A completion, and he had some momentum working his way up the field for a 1st down for the Cougars. And you see them starting to feel a little bit more comfortable against this Western Oregon defense. See if they can continue their drive.
Cougars were picked to finish 1st in this conference, having a tough season at 1-7. Handoff goes off the left side, and the defensive line with Haig and Tyler Wharf getting in there.
Court Hammond in the backfield there with the tackle. Defensive end, a good job by him. The defensive line has been playing good all year. The fun thing about the Western Oregon defense, everybody can make plays. Everybody has a potential to be player of the week because it seems like half the defense has been player of the week this year in the GNAC conference. So you just wait to see who's going to make the big plays today.
2nd and 11, ball on the 20-yard line after a loss of 1. Williams Jr. now getting a nice ball over the top. Braylon Evans kind of playing center field there, kind of knowing that the pass was a bit errant.
Yeah, a little high and a little bit over the top. He gave himself enough room to cover the receiver there. He knew where he was the whole entire time, and a great job by Evans.
1 minute, 48 seconds. In a very brisk first quarter. on a beautiful fall afternoon. All of the trees kind of changing colors. Fall is upon us, and the Western Oregon defense now ratcheting it up. They'll blow the whistle, and they had literally released the Wolves on that play.
You think it may have been a screen or the Western Oregon defense. We're going to get...
False start. Offense. All 11 players did not get set for 1 second prior to the snap. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Not just one of them. The entire team, all 11.
Which means the center probably snapped it half a second slower than he should have. But again, a penalty for the...
Will the game clock operator please put 1:48 on the game clock? 1:48.
The Cougars back up to the line of scrimmage.
Thank you.
With a long third and about 15 yards here to pick up a first down.
Man in motion now for the Cougar offense, and again, Western Oregon showing they want to put pressure. And there was the screen, very well read. They knew exactly what the Cougar offense was looking to do on that play.
Yeah, great job, Micaiah Lee able to come up there, read the screen perfectly. I was almost worried he hit him a little bit early, but it was timed perfectly. Brings out the punt unit for Azusa Pacific, and Western Oregon should be getting the ball back shortly.
Attridge will be out to kick for a second time this afternoon. Parnell will put himself right in the middle of the Western Oregon University Wolves emblem and see what he can do to give Western some good field position, but a booming kick. Fantastic kick. Parnell gets it at the 25, now looking for some blocks, reverses field, and he is being chased down. That might have been a ball just to stay away from.
Yeah, great job by the special teams unit of Azusa Pacific. Cole Anderson down there to make the tackle. And Western Oregon coming back out after the last drive where it looked like they were about to score again, but fell short just inside the red zone. You'll see if they have the same momentum with Nico Jackson in the backfield again right now.
Ty Curry on the afternoon so far. 158 yards of total offense. 6 runs for 85 yards, 5 of 7 through the air for 73 yards. The Curry Express is out and having some fun this afternoon. Had a chance to meet both of his parents. They're so proud of their son, who leads this offense onto the field with Nico Jackson getting it off the left side. He'll get about 3 yards on first down.
Power running with Nico Jackson, just trying to let him make some plays, see if a hole opens up. This time the Azusa Pacific defense able to converge right at about keep him short gain of about 4 yards there.
You're generous, but I think you're right. They said 6. There it is, second down and 6 on the 38-yard line as we approach 1 minute remaining in the first quarter with the Wolves on top 7-0 if you're just joining us here on KWVT, Channel 17. Nico Jackson now on the right-hand side of Ty Curry in the backfield. And we've got a little bit of early motion on both sides. And the Cougar defense letting you know it will be called on Western Oregon.
False start. Offense. Number 50. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Tavis Passos on the penalty there, but it looked like half the offensive line moved there. A little miscommunication on the snap call possibly.
Passos is the player that is taking over for Needham this afternoon. Just getting used to being out there.
But doing a good job so far as the offensive line has been pretty solid.
Ball on the 34-yard line, second down and 11 for Western Oregon. Now Jackson now turning it upfield, has one block. He'll get it out to about the 38-yard line. Very physical defense I see so far out of the Cougars today, Michael. I think they really came here kind of to be helmet to helmet all day.
Yeah, it's this time they're just running a stretch play to the outside and just, again, letting Nico use his speed and power and see if he can find a hole and work his way down the field. But it does set up a more manageable third down.
We'll see what Ty Curry chooses to do here with 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Third down and 6 on the 38. He'll take it. Pressure being shown. He steps up in the pocket. Now has to throw it underneath, and he throws an interception. Curry was going to try to get that ball and try to feather it in there into Jackson, but now Curry with the INT.
Yeah, great job by Ben Sukit, the defensive back there. As Ty Curry was working his way out to the outside, he was trying to find Nico Jackson out of the backfield, and he looked open for a second, but when he didn't take the first read, Nico worked his way up the field, and Sukit, was reading it the whole entire time, baited Ty Curry to make that throw, and a great interception by him to help his team try to get back in this game.
3 seconds remaining in the first quarter that has really been dominated by Western Oregon, but the interception could prove to be costly here, either at the end of the first quarter or the beginning of the second quarter. Williams Jr. now from the shotgun, and he'll throw it out into the flat, man wide open. Sinclair and Haig come up for no gain on the play, maybe 1 yard, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter with the Wolves on top, 7-0 over Azusa Pacific. We'll be back for the start of the second quarter here on KWVT, Channel 17.
I will keep grinding, never give up, never look back. I am a student athlete.
Coach says keep moving, keep learning, keep improving. I am a student athlete.
I will not quit, no matter how hard it gets. I do this for my team. I am a student athlete.
I never take winning for granted. Every winner faces failure. I will succeed. I am a student athlete.
Western Oregon University, where together we succeed.
Welcome back to Monmouth, Oregon, live here on KWVT, Channel 17. Michael Brown, Matt Palumbo. We're set for second quarter action. Western Oregon coming out on their opening drive and scoring on a 22-yard touchdown to Marquis Sampson from Ty Curry. Curry, though, ending the first quarter after starting 4 of 4, 1 of 4, and an interception. That gives the Cougar the ball right now, second down and 8 in Western Oregon territory. Handing the ball forward, the Cougar offense will definitely have a third and manageable coming up.
Yeah, just handing the ball up to Jackson, seeing if they can set up a better attempt on third down, it looks like, hoping to break something, but a good job by the interior of the Western Oregon defense, holding just a short gain of 2 yards, 3rd and 5, Azusa Pacific.
Ball will need to get down, at least the nose of it, to the 30-yard line for this Cougar offense to pick up a first down. It's going to be a pass underneath. Oh, and a missed tackle there. Very athletic play right there from the Cougars.
Yeah, it looks like Allen on the reception there, just running to the sideline, stopping, and just whoop, decides to turn around and work his way down the field. Great job by him. He shows off his athleticism to get a first down for Azusa Pacific as they get inside the red zone, trying to tie this game up.
Little kid went with a little Chris Berman there. Whoop. Give me time. I'm going to get some Keith Jackson in there by the end of the afternoon. Oh, Nelly, Keith Jackson. Williams Jr., he's in trouble. Hammond couldn't get him to go down, keeps his feet, and that is a very, very savvy play right there.
Yeah, you could just tell that the quarterback is a big dude. He can take a hit there. And I believe it was Burnett actually turns him around. He finds a receiver open in the middle. Almost a first down there. It'll be 2nd and 3 yards for Azusa Pacific.
It was Burnett that had Williams Jr. basically down.
But yeah, Williams Jr., 6'4", 223. You already said it. He's a big dude. He's hard to take down. You really got to wrap him up and pull him down.
2nd down and 2 on the 9-yard line. Cougars looking to tie this game up with a score. Low snap, and almost disaster there for Azusa Pacific.
Both teams looking similar today. The same thing happened to Western Oregon in the same situation. Inside the red zone, a low snap that was bobbled, setting up this time for Azusa Pacific a third and about 8 yards in order to pick up a first down. They still can't pick up a first down before they get a touchdown. And you'll see if Western Oregon's defense can hold here, at least bring the field goal unit out.
They do have a little bit more in the kicking game than Western Oregon. They've put 10 field goals through the uprights this season, but they are certainly looking for a touchdown. Pressure being shown off both sides of the ball. And the ball is stripped loose, and it is out, and it will be recovered by Azusa Pacific. Was that Parnell with the strip?
We'll see here on the replay very shortly. It was a very quick action. I wasn't sure on that one. As you see everybody coming through, the defensive ends putting pressure as Williams steps up. Yeah, Parnell, great call on that one, knocks the ball away. And a great job by Azusa Pacific's Reynolds, able to pick the ball up to save themselves a chance at a field goal here.
And they
on
are
a very long fourth down.
32. They're going to kick a 49-yard field goal here. Very interesting. So Curtis Anderson and Parnell go back. They might be looking for some sort of trick play here. To clean snap. Kick is up. There's enough leg, maybe, but now here it could get interesting. Parnell gets the block, and I don't know, Michael, is that what you would have done?
Well, they had some sort of return play on there, so it's something they have practiced. But, yeah, probably not the best call.
Flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play.
Next to the football. It's being covered up by the football.
Okay.
I know
it's tough to say no to Parnell because he's such a good athlete and he can make some plays, but when you're catching it at the very back of the end zone, probably ill-advised.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Return team, number 6. It's correction, number 9. That penalty will be assessed half the distance to the goal. It'll be first down, Western Oregon.
I mean, now that the field goal almost becomes like a punt and just putting him, deep in the territory, because has he missed the kick, you would have received the ball at the 32-yard line.
For sure, and it's also one of those things. Azusa did have the ball at the 12-yard line, about to score. They moved all the way back, so it's about where they would have gotten the ball on turnover and downs anyway. So we'll call it a wash and see if Western Oregon can get out of the back of this bad field position here and at least give themselves some room to run a good play.
Pound the ground. I've been saying it all season, and they're going to do it now behind Ty Curry on first down, and Curry bullies the defensive line forward.
And that's the one thing they do know they have. They have a good offensive line, almost great offensive line, that allows Ty Curry or Ari Land to decide who's going to get the ball on that play and get a first down. And Ty Curry holding the ball, not quite a first down, but does get a positive gain and gets off the goal line.
Curry and Land will be in the backfield. 3 wide receivers spread out across the field for the Wolves offense. High snap. Land gets it. Land gets up the middle. He'll press forward. And I think they'll move the chains on that one, Michael.
Yeah, looks like a first down. Good job by Western Oregon on that option play. While Omari Land is the, kind of smaller of the 2 running backs, he is powerful as well and doesn't get taken down on that first hit. Able to roll up for a first down. Western Oregon, 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line.
Breathing room for this Western Oregon offense, trying to get back on track. Still on top by a touchdown, 7-0. They'll pitch it out to Land. Land trying to turn it upfield. Very lucky that Tyler Reed didn't get whistled for the block in the back.
But you see Western Oregon, Brian Harris and the rest of the offense just deciding to run the ball right here, try to get control of this game again. It'll be 2nd and 6 yards for Western Oregon. I guess 2nd and 8. They just moved the stick back. They tricked me.
2nd down and 8. Roughly the 18-yard line. Just under 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Land now going off the right side, and he's met quickly and taken down equally as quick. Damani Lowe with the tackle.
Yeah, Lowe able to get into the backfield, get rid of the offensive line that was blocking him, and take Amari Land down, but a very short gain right before he took him down, setting up 3rd and 7 for Western Oregon. Azusa's defense looking a little bit better in that first drive. They're trying to see if they can get special team units on the field.
3rd and 7 here for this Western offense, trying not to stall out. Good time, and Sampson found again. And Marquise Sampson just feels like a safety valve to Ty Curry.
a safety valve because he's reading those safeties in the zone. As Ty Curry has plenty of time sitting in the backfield looking for somebody to come open. And there were a couple of receivers open. Marquise Simpson being right in the middle of the field. Great job, great pass, completion, and a first down for Western Oregon.
Ball now all the way out at the 44-yard line after starting at the 2-yard line just several plays ago. Nico Jackson back in the game with his signature long hair and the number 7. And there he goes, Nico Jackson, rumbling and bumbling and stumbling all the way into Cougar territory, taking it down to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, it's fun to watch him when he gets his momentum going as he sees a hole open. A little bit of contact at the line, but he says, no, you can't take me down just with just one hand like that. He works his way down the field, puts his head down for another yard, and a first down again for Western Oregon as they are driving right now.
I've been coming down here pretty much on a weekly basis since August to be around this team this season, Michael, and I'm telling you, the swagger I saw in the initial practices now looks like it's for real. Western Oregon playing confidently as Curry now goes to the 20 looking for blocks, turning it upfield, and it'll be a 20-yard pickup for the senior quarterback, now over 100 yards rushing in the first half.
And I think this was a fake option play. They were going to run with Ty Curry the whole entire time as he had great blocking down the field. You'll see Thomas Wright, number 11, with a key block down the field to spring him for another 5 or 6 yards. Another first down for Western Oregon. Right at about the 20-yard line.
Great block by Thomas Wright. It's now becoming a family affair as Thomas Wright's younger sister now playing basketball here at Western Oregon University. Welcome to Monmouth and good luck with basketball. Ty Curry now on the 20-yard line. Marquise Sampson on the fly sweep, looking for a block, turns it upfield. Penalty flag as he got near first down yardage.
And they like to run that fly sweep with Sampson. He does have a lot of speed, and as he's trying to find an opening on the outside, they're stretching that play. But it looks like one of the blockers is able to pull somebody back. I don't see who that was on. We're going to wait for the official and see what they have to say.
Holding. Offense, number 11, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, still first down.
That must have been right outside the range of the camera because I saw Nico Jackson right there on the field and not much of a hold if there was one, but maybe they're calling this one a little bit closer down here.
Tyler Reed, Thomas Wright, split out to the left. Justice Murphy on the top of your screen brings up first down and 19 on the 29-yard line for Western Oregon. Jackson gets it, tries to burst through that hole, keeps moving forward. Maybe 4-yard pickup there.
And it's always nice to know you can go back to your offensive line and the running game and pick up a good 5 or 6 yard play to kind of get the field position you lose on these penalties. But again, they're going to want to get inside the 10-yard line for a first down, so you got 2 plays here to try to work your way down the field, and possibly 3 since they haven't kicked it the other times they've been in the red zone.
Yeah, Western Oregon, less than 10 field goal attempts on the season. This has been a touchdown or bust offense. Jackson gets it off the right side. Good blocking again. Jackson always tries to be patient to find one more block to spring it loose.
Just grinding their way down the field, working it. Yes. See Nico just looking for a block there, just follows his offensive line, picks up the yards that he can, sets up a 3rd and 10-yard, and probably a 4-down situation.
Willing Hammond. Looks like Jackson come off the field. Sampson, Reed, and Wright, along with Amari Land. Land gets it. Land definitely had room if he was able to stretch that play out to the right, but only about a yard pickup.
A yard pickup, and it does look like you're going to see the special teams come out and attempt a field goal here for Western Oregon to get themselves a 10-point lead in this game with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in this second quarter.
Andrew Gross coming out. We'll call it roughly 36 yards. Gross on the season. 3 of 5, looking to see if he can punch through his 4th field goal of the season, and it is blocked. And there's a lot of room to run for the Cougars, and they might be getting a special teams touchdown. There is nobody there. It is going all the way back. Wow.
Josh Olave on the pickup and taking it to the house. Special teams disaster for Western Oregon right now.
Western Oregon digs themselves out of being on the 2.5-yard line to get all the way down into...
It's an odd game so far.
It's
that
a very
way.
odd game, yes.
Western Oregon has had full control of this game in most capacities, but with an extra point here, it'll be a tie game. It's interesting. Very interesting. But a great job, as you see on the replay. See what those special teams for Azusa will do here.
Jamza Jaridley is going to kick it. Jamza Jaridley's kick is good, and we are knotted up at 7. The rest of the second quarter coming up next on KWVT, Channel 17. A 70-yard field goal blocked. Jaridley with the extra point. Olave with the 70-yard return off of the Andrew Gross field goal that was blocked.
Coach Cruz for Azusa Pacific has to be very excited right now. His team's coming to Monmouth, and he's able to stay in this game when Western Oregon, if there was a line, would be heavily favored in this game. And now you have to see if Western Oregon is shaking it all or is going to come out and be able to just take control of this game again.
Anderson now gets it now, shot out of the gun. 30, 35, holding on to it. Curtis Anderson, when I saw him walk onto the field today, kind of in warm-ups, had a demeanor about him. He's a very serious football player. And he wanted to see if he could get right back and strike with that kickoff return.
Yeah, one of the captains on this team, always trying to take control of the team and getting them there in the right headspace for sure. And you see him he doesn't stop. He's not letting anybody take him down, works his way up the field. Great field position to start for Western Oregon at about the 36-yard line.
Sun trying to break out just a little bit. Behind the clouds, Ty Curry calling out the plays with 5 minutes and 11 seconds, and a game now tied at 7. Marquise Sampson shoots himself into the backfield, and again, a delay of game and a timeout.
Western Oregon, their second of the half.
So, Michael, Steve, we'll keep it here. And I know we've been talking about it, and sometimes I know you feel there's a repetitious part to it, but probably very poignant time in this game to talk about it. Can't be thinking about winning the game per se right now, but the things that do cause Western Oregon the frustrations right now are kind of showing themselves. Penalties and some plays and special teams now that are going to cost them, at least at this point, 7 points.
Yeah, and you see there's some miscommunication. Somebody doesn't understand what the play call is on that play, and those are the things that have been hurting them all season. The talent on this field is amazing. Again, Ty Curry's been fantastic all year. Nico's been fantastic. All the receivers, the whole receiving corps has made plays as the season's gone along. But the things that do hold them back are penalties and just not knowing where they're supposed to be at certain times. And you'll see if they can overcome that as the game goes along. As you see, they take a timeout to try to correct it and get them back on the right page.
Some call that situational football, and there's a lot left of that this afternoon with 2.5 quarters remaining. High snap. Land will get it from Curry, and Land will run off the left side for about 3.5 yards.
And a good job by Omari Land as the defense was ready for something like that, but he was able to get a good positive play on that first down. Looks like about 2nd and 6 yards now.
6 carries and 20-plus yards, about 21 yards for Omari Land, who will have a lot to say about the future of this team moving forward. Curry now, right out to the right side. Thomas Wright on a little bit of a slant, keeps his feet, and Wright will move into Cougar territory, down to about the 40-yard line. Very athletic play from number 11.
Yeah, very quick strike from Ty Curry. He knew where he wanted to go the whole time, throws it out to Wright. Wright just gets past the receiver. The ball comes out a little bit. Looks like it could have been lost, but he holds on to it, works his way up to the 40-yard line, and another first down. As you see Thomas Wright come off the field, looking a little hurt after that play. Hopefully he's okay.
Maybe rolled an ankle, just trying to get it. He'll sit down, and training staff will look at him in a moment. Curry now on the 41-yard line of the Cougars, seeing if he can answer back. Curry now, a little play action, throws underneath. He'll get the ball to Justice Murphy, and Murphy will take it down to the 29-yard line. 12-yard pickup.
Yeah, and we hear some whistles, so we'll see if there's any flags on the field. Looks like a timeout.
Azusa Pacific.
Azusa.
Cougars take a timeout. We will as well. Be right back here on KWVT, Channel 17.
Did you know that Western Oregon Athletics is on demand? That's right, you can watch Wolves on the field, in the gym, or on the track anytime, anywhere online. Go to woowolves.com, click on the Wolves live video, and you're in the Western Oregon Games Central portal. Select On Demand and choose from any of the D2 men's and women's athletics shown live on Woo TV. Games Central is your window to Western Oregon athletics. Go Wolves!
First down and 10 on the 25. Sampson now faked it, and then Curry going off the left has a block, turning it upfield 20, 15, maybe about the 16-yard line. I'll say 9 yards for Curry on first down.
Yeah, using that Sampson sweep to trick the defense, as you have Jacob Pruitt, number 51, with the great lead block, working his way down the field, and Ty Curry picking up almost a first down, just about a yard short there, setting up a second and short for Western Oregon at about the 17-yard line.
Ty Curry is having an amazing afternoon so far. That's all I can say. Minus the interception, which upon review was a very well-designed defensive play. Curry now at 2nd and 1 on the 16, gives it to Omari Land. Omari Land will pick up the first down. Chains will move. Curry on the afternoon, 8 for 11, 132 yards, a touchdown and an interception, but on the ground, 9 carries for 121 yards.
And on this play, just a simple play up the middle. Omari Land just wanting to get that first down. Gets just there, then gang tackled by Azusa Pacific's D, but a first down for Western Oregon inside the red zone. Looking to score. Again, try to get control of this game again.
Under 3 minutes now remaining in the first half in a tie ball game. Willingham in motion. Curry now is going to run. Completely designed for Curry to run. Curry will take it down to nearly the 10-yard line.
Yeah, with Evander Willingham as the blocker there, able to get to the outside. It looks like he had the option to pitch it to Omari Land, but decides to keep it. Smart play, pick up a positive gain there of 3 yards and set up a 2nd and 7 for Western Oregon.
Western Oregon really controlling the clock this afternoon. A clear 2-1 advantage so far behind a vaunted running attack led by Ty Curry, Omari Land, and Nico Jackson. Land gets it up the right side, just follows the big guys all the way inside the 5, maybe down to the 3-yard line. No, not quite.
And again, same basic look they've been running with this Omari Land play, just up the middle, let the offensive line go man-to-man, push their guys up, and let Omari find the hole behind him. 3rd and 1 yard, big play here for the Azusa defense if they want to bring possibly bring the kicking team back out again for Western Oregon.
Bunch formation in the backfield. Well, the minute 39, Michael.
Azusa Pacific.
The one
their
thing
third and final of the half.
One thing I didn't catch at the beginning of the game, to be honest, is who's going to have possession to open up. Did Western Oregon take the opening kickoff?
I believe so.
So big moment, actually. No, I believe so too. Just checking with you. I think it's a big moment right now. Western Oregon, you're right, probably is looking from the 5-yard line at 2 plays that can get them 6 points. Unfortunately, the kicking game, not quite as strong as it's been in the past. Andrew Gross, at least in the last 2 weeks, has had 2 block kicks. And then obviously Olave taking the ball back 70 yards on the previous field goal attempt. So a lot of options for Western's offense. I know that right now, got to be probably calling at least 2 plays in that huddle.
Yeah, you'll see them come out again today, just grinding the ball, pounding the ball. They've been able to pick up yards when they do that with either Nico or Amari, and Ty Curry deciding to take it away when they want. So they have all the options here. We'll see what happens shortly. Lamari Land in the backfield with Ty Curry.
Maybe right behind the offensive line, we might just see Curry take the hike and run forward. Curry fakes it. Curry off the left-hand side. Curry bullies his way in, and Ty Curry with the touchdown from the 5-yard line. Curry on the scurry.
Great call on that Palumbo as Ty Curry just holds the ball, runs right up the middle, and puts his head down. Just works his way into the end zone, and a great job by Ty Curry to get his team a lead again here for Western Oregon.
Andrew Gross will come out for an extra point opportunity to make it a true 7-point game. 13-7 right now. Gross's kick is up, and it is good. And we'll be back for the remainder of the second quarter here, live on KWVT, Channel 17.
Ray is a father, a husband, a soldier, and he recently completed his master's degree online from Western Oregon University. WOU offered what Ray needed to succeed: accessibility, a graduate assistantship, low tuition rates. Whether you're a parent, working full-time, or traveling the world protecting our country, you can finish your master's degree. Western Oregon University online graduate programs, anywhere, anytime.
Gross set to kick it away.
And just to see another replay of that play with Ty Curry running off to the side, just putting his head down. Amari Lamb being a perfect decoy on that play. It's the best thing about these great playmakers across this field. You don't know who they're going to give the ball to.
Gross with a decent kick inside the 5. Cougars will get the ball just outside their own 20-yard line.
A great job by the special teams of Western Oregon down the field. Joey Roos not only pushed his blocker back into the returner, but able to push the blocker off and then make a tackle. Great job on special teams there. And with less than minute 30 left for Azusa Pacific, you'll see how conservative they are, if they're going to try to see if they can get some points before the end of the half here.
Well, Michael, it only is a 7-point game, but when I read this statistic to you, I think you're going to be shocked that it's only 7. Williams Jr. goes underneath. First down will be picked up. Michael, before that play, 38 plays for 326 yards for Western Oregon. 15 plays for 46 total yards.
Again, most of their yards came on that block kick and worked their way down the field for a touchdown off of that. But otherwise on offense, they haven't been moving the ball very often except for one drive. Western's defense has played pretty well, but they're at the 30-yard line with a first down, seeing if they can score before the half.
No timeouts remaining for the Cougar offense, as I think they will play content, Michael, to watch this and watch the time evaporate to go into halftime to make their adjustments and take that opening kickoff in the second half. Williams Jr. gets right back to the line of scrimmage, just over a minute remaining in the first half. Williams Jr., great pass, huge target. Wow.
And a big first down there. They have used a couple of timeouts on defense, so they're going to have to be on a very, very quick hurry up here, but plenty of time. Had a great pocket there, picks up a first down, and the ball's already being snapped.
Jones gets it. Williams Jr. now goes right back to Jones, and they're going to move this ball into Western territory. And Western's playing a little bit on, I would say, the kind of lackadaisical. I wouldn't call it prevent, but a little lackadaisical.
Sure, that's over at this point, but and as you see, they're going to take a timeout on defense. Has played some
timeout.
Make an adjustment on defense.
Their third
here.
and final of the half.
Yeah, you thought yourself that they were going to just kind of work the clock down at that point when they're at the 30-yard line, but when you pick up a big play, it allows you to have enough time with even with less than a minute. College football, the clock stops with the first down, allows you to get set, get up to the line, and make a play. It's not the NFL, so you can get down the field with less than 45 seconds, at least to get in field goal range and maybe get lucky and break open a play and get a touchdown here before the half.
Again, before this possession started too, Michael, Western Oregon had the ball for about 20 and a half minutes. Well, Azusa Pacific only had the ball for roughly just under 8 minutes. But matriculating down the field quite quickly with a couple of big plays.
And again, Western playing a soft zone, making sure nobody gets behind them this whole entire time, keeping everybody underneath. Now you'll see them go back to a more normal defense like Curtis Anderson, Sinclair, the rest of the defensive backs do what they do and try to break up a play. Back to normal football here for the last 38 seconds of the half.
On the 36-yard line, Williams Jr., 4 wide receivers in this set, and he's looking for something again over the middle, and it's a tip pass, and Curtis Anderson probably a half step sooner would have been there and had that ball.
Yeah, as you see, he's trying to throw right over the middle, ball deflected. Proctor pretty upset as well that he couldn't get his hands on the ball. But again, this is what it'll happen when they're not playing a prevent defense. You're getting a better chance of interceptions or anything like that, as Azusa is just trying to possibly get a field goal here before the end of the half.
Williams Jr. now clapping for the ball. Has another man over the middle. And again, that zone just gets a little bit softer each time as Richard Lewis with the reception.
Plenty of time for him to let his receiver come up and over the middle, and Richard Lewis with a good reception makes a man miss, get an extra 5 yards, and back onto the line of scrimmage and a play.
Williams Jr. has a man open, and they are going to score a touchdown, Michael. And I put a big part of that on the Western Oregon defense. They just did not play with any sort of conviction on that series.
Yeah, with Azusa Pacific just running essentially a 2-minute drill there, working their way up the field, and some miscommunication in the backfield there. Allows the receiver to get open and work his way up to the goal line, and touchdown for Azusa Pacific. Extra points to come to have a tie game going into the half.
Gage Allen will get the credit for the touchdown. The kick is up, and it is good. This game is knotted up at 14, Michael, and I dare say never play a game on paper, but on paper, this being tied it's disconcerting, and it also says a lot about the pride that the Cougars came up here to play with a 1-7 record and nothing to play for, are giving Western Oregon fits at this moment.
Well, in the game in California earlier this year, it was a 6-point game. It was a very close game the whole time. There was an early lead for Western Oregon, very similar to how it is today, but these two teams like to play each other and just go back and forth with this. Again, if Western Oregon can just figure out the adjustments at halftime, the right adjustments, they can get control of this game, but when you let a team stay in the game like Azusa is today, it's tough to just take them out when they feel that they can beat Western Oregon at this point.
From what I understand, and I'm going to use this term a little bit loosely, Michael, Azusa Pacific's a fully funded football program.
Yes.
And that pretty much means the pedigree and the amount of talent that they have there is superior in the sense that they were picked to win this conference, although it is minus Humboldt State, who folded up their football operations this season. But right now, you can't see a 1-7 record right now. You see a Cougar team that's looking to upset Western Oregon as they're trying to play for their first share of a conference championship. Sampson now to the 20, turns it to the 25, looking for a block, turns it upfield, goes back to the middle, just like a pinball, shoots out to the other side, looking for another blocker, hits the 40, now at the 50, can turn it again, a penalty flag at the end, 2 seconds remaining on the clock. As Marquise Sampson almost single-handedly had one of the better plays you'd ever see any player have in a game of football.
Yeah, just like a couple of weeks ago, right before the half, when he had a touchdown right before the half reception that time. But you see his playmaking skills. But unfortunately, with everybody going in every direction across the field.
Personal foul, blindside block on the return team, number 29. 15 yards from the spot of the foul. It'll be first down, Western Oregon.
Yeah, everybody all over the field and people trying to make blocks to help spring them down the field. But one of those turns into a blindside block, and which will probably give us a kneel down before the half. They kept it right about that 50-yard line. Maybe you go for a Hail Mary attempt, but at this point, time to go regroup and play a brand new game with a tie game at halftime.
Coming up at halftime, we will have the director of the sports and I can't get it right all day. Corey Metzger. All I can say, strength and conditioning coach, and she's got a great program that's got this team in a great position with the running game. All facets are going to be on display. She'll talk about the program at halftime. Curry is going to throw the ball on this final play. Curry now out to the left, turns it upfield, and Curry will add on to his running yards, but that will be the final play of the first half. And as it started at zeros, this game is still tied at 14. We'll head into halftime. Corey Metzger coming up next here on KWVT, Channel 17.
Hello, I'm Rex Fuller, President of Western Oregon University.
And I'm Rob Whittingham, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs at Western Oregon University.
We'd like to welcome you to downtown Salem in our new location starting in fall 2020 at the corner of Trade and High Street here in beautiful Salem.
Over the next year, we'll work diligently to offer a full slate of hybrid courses to help you reach your educational goals.
We look forward to you taking courses at this new home in fall 2020. In the meantime, good luck with your studies and go Wolves.
Hello, everyone. Matt Palumbo. I am joined alongside James Redden. James Redden, please tell us your official title. I know it has something to do with music.
Yes, I'm the Director of Choral Activities here at Western Oregon University.
Well, I can say, what does that mean? I know that people get to learn how to sing. They get all these opportunities. But as we were discussing just a few moments ago, over a wonderful tailgate, there's some big things on the horizon. But tell us what's happening this year, and then we'll go to that big thing that's going to happen maybe next year.
Sounds great. So I direct 3 choirs here at Western Oregon, the concert choir, chamber singers, and the vocal jazz ensemble called Western Oregon Voices. In those ensembles, they work with a bunch of different repertoire and do a lot of performing both on campus here in the community and throughout the region. They've been to Reno, going back again this year for the Reno Jazz Festival, placing well, winning some medals in musicianship as well, but also commissioning works. We have a guest composer coming in the next week to work on, named Michael John Trotta, to work on his Gloria, and we have commissioned a work from him that we will do the world premiere of in the spring, and then an international tour hopefully next summer, which we are working towards right now.
If you could just briefly go through and give a description of each, I guess, 3 of disciplines that you're teaching here.
Okay, so the concert choir is a large choir. It's our largest group, about 55 to 60 students right now. It's seen about 300% growth over the last year, which has been really nice. Mixed group, all students of all ages, all levels, coming together to perform a variety of different types of music. They meet about 3 hours a week, twice a week. Then we have the chamber singers, which is an advanced ensemble. They're auditioned. We have freshmen standing next to graduate students, and it's a really fun group to work with. Mostly a cappella music from throughout choral history, both stuff we would recognize now and some new stuff and everything in between. A lot of advanced musicianship, but a really fun group. They've actually performed about 3 times already this term for the Rotary and for our alumni, and at homecoming the combined choirs performed both the anthem and the Woo Alma Mater. Then we have the Western Oregon University Voices. That's our vocal jazz group, and just a real hoot of a group to work with. They perform jazz from across the spectrum, but they also are doing some vocal a cappella, and you might see them on our Giving Day video for the end of the year later this month.
This is year 2 from you being the director. Tell us where you came from, and then I'll lead us into, I guess, the big things that are supposed to happen within the next year.
Okay. So I came to Western Oregon University from Frostburg State University back in Maryland. I know that's a big name for a school, where I was there for 3 years, but actually this is not my first time in Oregon. I was at Lynn Benton Community College for 7 years down in Albany, where I was the director of choral activities and head of the music program there for 7 years. Prior to that, I taught in Las Vegas, taught public school for 6 years, middle and high school, and in the meantime just completed my graduate education and everything to prepare me for being here. But prior to that, this is actually my 3rd time coming to Oregon because I did my master's down in Eugene. But leading into what's going on this year, we're doing a world premiere of a work in the spring. We've commissioned from Michael John Trotta his Te Deum, which will have be the West Coast premiere of that work. We're one of 10 choirs commissioning that piece from him altogether. And then with that, following that up in July, we will be headed to Europe for 10 days. We are going to Amsterdam first and then down to Belgium, and we are competing in the World Choir Games, which is 500 choirs from 73 different countries over 2 weeks in 26 different categories of performance and competition. For me, the emphasis is not on the competition. I always want the students to do the best they can, but it is one of the best learning experiences because it's not necessarily a sport as in football, but it is definitely a team sport. They have to work together to make these performances happen, and they really have to work together to get there. But it's coming together just not just as one choir, but as a community, as a singing community from all over the globe. That's what brought them together, and that's what they're there to celebrate, regardless of how they do. But they will also be going to Amsterdam first, doing a performance there that they've been invited to do, touring the Anne Frank House, learning about the history of the Holocaust and also the history of World War I and World War II. The games will be taking place in Belgium, in Antwerp and Ghent. So a lot of history in the Flanders area of that region.
I know it's maybe too soon for everybody else. The holidays are coming up. Are there anything that we're going to be seeing here locally that we should be talking about?
Definitely. So in the next few weeks, we'll be doing our fall concerts. We kind of start a marathon of 2 weeks of concerts in the music department. But the choirs, specifically December 3rd, the concert choir and the chamber singers will be presenting their concert. And it'll be in Rice Auditorium at 7:30 p.m. We would love to see everybody there. And then later that week, following the tree lighting, that's on Friday, December 6th, at 8 o'clock, the Western Oregon Voices will be presenting their concert over in Smith Recital Hall. A bunch of pairings of jazz, some holiday tunes, some vocal a cappella, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Just a really, really fun week. They will also be performing at the state capitol on Wednesday, December 4th to open the holidays at the Capitol. And in addition to that, they'll be performing with a bunch of different groups on Saturday, December 7th here in Monmouth as part of Monmouth's Making Spirits Bright holiday community program, and also doing some fundraising through that as well.
James Redden, there's going to be a lot of singing here locally, and there's going to be a lot of singing across the world. Western Oregon couldn't be more happy to have him. Want to thank you for your time today, and have a great day. Go Wolves.
Thank you for having me, and go Wolves.
I will keep grinding. Never give up. Never look back. I am a student athlete.
Coach says keep moving, keep learning, keep improving. I am a student athlete.
I will not quit, no matter how hard it gets. I do this for my team. I am a student athlete.
I never take winning for granted. Every winner faces failure. I will succeed. I am a student athlete.
Western Oregon University, where together we succeed.
Hey, it's Matt Palumbo, it's Michael Brown, it's halftime. We're going to get some great highlights here from the van. We'll go right to it immediately.
And this is how the day's been going the whole entire time. Ty Curry, Amari Land, Nico Jackson just working the clock, working their way down the field. It's been going great the whole entire day, except for a few penalties and a couple of mishaps, and a great drive by Azusa Pacific before the end of the half, allowing them to tie the game. But early on in the game, the fun play of the game was when they had a throwback pass to the offensive tackle, working his way down the field, back to the line of scrimmage. But as the game has been going along, you'll see this is where you find Sampson in the back, middle of the end zone there for a touchdown. First touchdown of the game for Western Oregon. And this is how it's worked for Azusa, just working their way down the field slowly but surely, really taking advantage of any openings they can of Western Oregon's defense, and that's what's allowed them to stay in the game.
Western Oregon defensively, at least from the defensive line standpoint, Michael, has completely nullified the Cougars' ability to run the ball. Almost extensively are going to get any of their yardage through the air through Williams Jr. Williams Jr. on the afternoon, not doing too shabby in my opinion. I mean, 12 of 16 for 138 yards, picking up the big chunk of them on that final drive that got us tied at 14.
And that's also with him not being taken down a couple of times where it looked like he was going to be sacked, and he was able to keep plays alive and still pick up first downs and work his way down the field. It's been an interesting first half, just the way it's gone back and forth when it looked like Western Oregon was going to take control of this game, but Azusa's fought back.
Final play there in the replays, Michael. Again, things that I've been talking and harping on all season. I know they have pound the ground. Western Oregon able to hold that ball now almost 21 minutes, and they're in a tie football game. They've outrushed, outthrown, and in every way outplayed, and now they're in a tie football game. Is it that thing in the back of your mind, well, we might win today, and if we do, we win a conference championship? They're not just thinking about beating the opponent. They're thinking about what they get when they win.
Well, they just went in at halftime, and I'm sure Coach Arn Ferguson let them know, if you were thinking about a conference championship, that doesn't matter anymore. There's a half to be played, and none of that matters. You're not going to get a conference championship if you continue to play the way you did in the first half. If they can, again, get control of this game, get control of the ground, and score, most importantly when they get in the red zone, they'll be able to take control and win this game.
In the first half, Ty Curry, amazingly enough, over 100 yards, almost 130 yards running, and over 200 yards passing. I mean, he is literally responsible for everything this afternoon. He does have the interception, but again, you said that was more of a coverage interception than anything. Again, you got just two quarters to play, and the excitement level for Western Oregon now, I think you can just start over. It's zeros. You have to play your best football for 30 minutes, and you win a football game.
Most definitely. And that's what they're going to come out and try to do. Again, Azusa's going to also come out, after they had the first half they've had with their coach who's coached us at Azusa Pacific for 14 years. He knows Western Oregon well. He knows Arn Ferguson well. And now you get to see them play their chess match in this second half. But again, they're at home. It's cool today, a little chilly. I think Western Oregon looks good for the second half, but we'll see what happens.
Well, they have the three-headed monster between Land, Curry, and Jackson. Second half actions coming up. Very exciting game. Tied up at 14. Azusa Pacific trying to be an upset in the making potentially, and Western Oregon looking for that elusive conference championship, or at least a share with a victory this afternoon. Stay tuned for second half action coming up next on KWVT Channel 17.
Did you know that Western Oregon Athletics is on demand? That's right, you can watch Wolves on the field, in the gym, or on the track anytime, anywhere online. Go to woowolves.com, click on the Wolves live video, and you're in the Western Oregon Games Central portal. Select On Demand and choose from any of the D2 men's and women's athletics shown live on Woo TV. Games Central is your window to Western Oregon athletics. Go Wolves!
Back to live action here. Still several minutes away from kickoff here in the second half. We do believe that Azusa Pacific did win that coin toss and elected to defer to the second half. Western Oregon came out behind Ty Curry on 3 straight running plays, getting first downs, and I wanted to basically say he really showed something to me on that first drive when he was throwing the football, when he was 4 of 4, Michael. He really took his time, and in warm-ups I could just tell he was throwing his best ball that I'd seen all season, and it came to fruition with that touchdown to Marquise Sampson. Again, run me through that play, Michael. You were saying you could see it develop as it was happening.
Well, it looked like Ty Curry had the option to run the ball right away or pass it to Nico Jackson, and with the hesitation, he could have thrown it to Nico right out of the backfield. Suckett was reading it the whole entire time, and he decided to make that break at the right time to get that interception. It was a great play by him. It reminded me of old school, just a pickup game of football where some fast receiver, fast defensive back's going to just hang out until he sees the ball thrown and try to make a break on it and get an interception. He was able to do it. It's, again, not Ty Curry's fault necessarily other than getting the ball out a little bit sooner, but it doesn't matter. There's a cool thing about Azusa Pacific, as they have a 1-7 record this year. They also have played very well against last week Central Washington, the week before that, number 9 Colorado School of the Mines. They were able to stay in those games for a while, and with Central Washington playing to the very end. So they're playing better right now than they have all season. And so Western Oregon definitely has to come out and play ready to go this time. Azusa's just going to continue to get more confidence as the game goes along, and they're going to believe they can win this game as well now.
Excellent point, Michael. Talking to several coaches before the game, they actually brought up that Colorado game very significantly, that they're the number 8 or 9th ranked team nationally in Division II, and they expect that Colorado School of the Mines actually will have an opportunity to actually make a run once the playoffs do start. But today really has turned into, again, going to be a tale between two halves. Western Oregon came out very much asserting that they could run and throw the football against this Cougar defense, only to kind of stall out twice in the red zone and to have a field goal block that led to a 70-yard field goal return for the special teams of the Cougars and Azusa Pacific. A game tied at 14, Michael. I think you start from scratch, and I'm not saying it's a script, but you basically go back to the very basics. You have two very, very good and different running backs that can run and catch the ball, and then you have a quarterback that ran for over 130 yards in the first half, and the entire team over 200 yards of total rushing in that first half.
And while the first half went by so quickly, we'll see this second half possibly go the exact same way. It might be a very, very quick second half. If there wasn't penalties and turnovers in this first half, it would have probably been over in 30 minutes.
Yeah, it just seemed on a hyperdrive there. Justice Murphy is talking with Corey Metzger. I can't help but apologize for going into halftime that it was James Redden, the director of music and the choir programs, that was the halftime interview. Even these people that have the headsets on can make mistakes. Western Oregon will be kicking it off behind Andrew Gross.
I try to help him, folks. I always do.
Yeah, some people can be, some people can't.
He found his Halloween candy stash this week, and I think it's made him be just a little bit different. We'll see how the second half goes.
I got Skittles. I got Swedish Fish.
I thought I saw a candy corn, and I just couldn't look anymore. But
no candy corn up in this booth. Well, they put 15 minutes on the clock to start this third quarter, and it is tied at 14. Couldn't be happier to have everybody here live in Monmouth, Oregon at MacArthur Field on KWVT. I'm Matthew Palumbo alongside Michael Brown, producer and director Ken Louis Tag, and the rest of the crew. Thank you for all of your hard work. We still got one more game next week, but we've got a half of football that could be historic in the Wolves program. If they come out victorious today, we've already mentioned it, a conference championship could be waiting them. Almost a down knee there for the Cougars as they receive the opening kickoff. And play goes out of bounds around the 30-yard line. And Tyrell Williams Jr. will come out to start the second half for this Cougar offense.
KJ Ritter's a good tackle there on the sideline. Looked like it possibly could have been a horse collar. He lets go just as he's going out of bounds. And you see what Azusa Pacific's offense come out with a chance to take the lead off this first drive of the second half. See what Western Oregon's defense can put up against them.
Tyrone Williams Jr. now in the shotgun, has been all afternoon, is going to pass a first down, but fakes it, and he goes out to run, and they kind of put the same wrinkle that Ty Curry put on them in the first half.
Yeah, they like Ty Curry doing it, so they decided to run the ball right up the middle using his big frame and putting his head down. And a good job by Curtis Anderson. And it looks like Burnett on the tackle there, but it does set up a 2nd and 1 for Azusa Pacific.
Western Oregon's defense, since the very end of the second quarter, been struggling. Sinclair had an open field tackle, misses his target, and the Cougars are going to come out and move into Western Oregon territory, but the laundry and about 3 or 4 penalty flags hit the ground.
Just a quick pass out there, and you see the missed tackle, trying to go low, but doesn't take the receiver down. And then you have a lot of people, and it looks like a block in the back. You see right before the end of that play, the ball will be moving back, possibly a first down still, and just going back 15 yards. We'll see what the officials have to say about that.
The annual convention of zebras on the far side of the field has still not picked up their yellow flags and still not playing nice and telling us what's
Illegal
happening.
block in the back. Offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still second down.
So they decide to give him the second down as opposed to it being after he gets the first down. Break for Western Oregon there because it was towards the end of the play there. But it'll be 2nd and long for Azusa Pacific.
They tracked that ball from a spot foul, so that's 15 yards. Roughly from where they threw him. Should bring up 2nd, and it looks like about 5. Ball on the 36-yard line. Cougars offense, Wolves showing great pressure. Play blown up. And I'll tell you, Michael, I'd probably count now about a half dozen missed tackles for this Western Oregon defense today.
Yeah, Nate Proctor able to get up, time it pretty well, touch the running back in the backfield, not able to make a tackle, but back to the line of scrimmage quickly as Azusa Pacific on 3rd down.
Tyrone Williams now looking deep over the top. That is one of the better, that's considered a reception. That is an amazing reception. Parnell I think they're going to whistle him for the pass interference, but the catch is amazing.
Well, he's underneath and has position. It looks like he's going to definitely deflect the ball. Receiver's catching it, but it looks like everybody's backing up. They might call offensive pass interference on that play.
Did look like Parnell got himself situated underneath and turned around, but the reception made by Richard Lewis was spectacular.
Yeah, Richard Lewis, we've said his name quite a few times today, having a good game.
There are fouls by both teams that will offset. Offside, defense, number 94. Pass interference, offense, number 12. We will replay third down.
And Richard Lewis essentially turning himself into a defensive back there the way the position was. They got crisscross there, and him trying to knock the ball away, even though he comes up with the reception. Quite a wacky play there. But no harm, no foul for either team. It's just going to do the play over 3rd and 1 here for Azusa Pacific.
Just kind of the continuation. I know it was Halloween a week ago. Tyrone Williams Jr. now looking for a big play over the top and caught. And caught from behind. Parnell will come up with the tackle, but a very well-designed play, Michael.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to run a quarterback sneak up the middle and just throws it over the top. The receiver almost drops the ball, but able to catch it. His 3rd reception of the day.
Bryce Granderson.
For Granderson, great job by him. Back up to line of scrimmage, another play
Williams
ready.
Jr. now at the 10, turns it up. He'll run out of bounds, Parnell. And I'm just going to tell you, this is kind of like a standing 8 count and a continuation of that second quarter. This defense looks a little rattled right now.
Yeah, and he's got great blocking down the field. The players are a little bit out of position, or definitely out of position for the Western Oregon defense. Reeling right now early in this 3rd quarter.
Clean snap. Williams in trouble. Haig had him in the backfield. And intercepted by Braylon Evans. Penalty flags are everywhere. Evans will take a knee. Let's see if the interception stands.
As you see, he's working his way out to it. Finds somebody open, but he's not open. And Evans with the interception, but we have to see what the officials have to say.
Fairly clean first half.
And you see everybody coming off the field. It looks like it's going to hold. There are 2 flags, though. Let's make sure.
Ineligible player downfield, number 78, offense. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is an interception and a touchback. First down, Western Oregon.
It feels like literally they got a transfusion on that. I mean, the team feels different. I know one play can't basically win or lose any particular game, but the
way it looked as Sousa's coming out, working their way down the field, and a lot of missed plays that Western Oregon hasn't made for the last few weeks, they're able to stop, get a turnover. Great job by the defense, and now you have Western Oregon's offense back out at the 20-yard line.
Land will get the start here in the second half as Nico got the start in the first half. Land goes up the middle, turns it and churns it. He'll get out to about the 24-yard line on first down.
As everybody's a little slow to get up off that pile, but a great job again. Mario Land doing his play right up the middle, trying to use his speed, gets up a good 5-yard gain on first down. Looks for 4.5, we'll say.
Samson Willingham, Thomas Wright. Thomas Wright looks like Reed bunched up on the right-hand side. Here comes Samson on that sweep. Now he gets the block. Samson goes and tries to find that blocker. Hiding behind him, only picks up a couple yards on second down.
And you saw a glimpse of the sideline as the whole defense is huddled up together as they're trying to make some adjustments to make sure that what just happened on that first drive for Azusa Pacific isn't going to happen again, as you have a third down for Western Oregon, about 4 yards, trying to see if the offense can get going in the second half.
Curry, highly effective running the ball himself today. Ford on the bottom of your screen, big play receiver, and they get Land on the backside, and Amari Land with the second effort. I love this wrinkle to the offense with him and Jackson.
Yeah, that was a bullet of a pass from Ty Curry, a little bit low, but it keeps him with his momentum just to get to that first down marker, and a great job by Western's offense to pick up a first down, very much needed first down, not to have that defense have to get back on the field right now. And Western can try to work this clock, work their way down the field as they were successful with a couple drives in this first half.
Ty Curry started the game 4 for 4 on that opening drive and giving him great rhythm. I think the coaching staff looking to give Curry that again. Sampson out of the backfield, turns to the right, goes up the middle, and he is just an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Yeah, you'd think he's going to go up the middle. He's been going up the middle most of the game, but this play sees it right away. I'm going to bounce this one to the outside, just works his way to the sideline. Good push by the defender to make sure he doesn't get that first down, but it is second, and it looks like they spotted him out at about a 5-yard gain there for Western Oregon.
Placing the ball on the 37-yard line, just past 4 minutes gone in the third quarter, in a game tied at 14. Curry to Jackson. Nope, Curry keeps it himself. Really getting good at the ball fake of the run-pass option.
They think Nico's going to try to run up the middle with his power, but Ty Curry on the keeper. A good job by him to pick up the first down, and Western driving up to the 42-yard line of Western Oregon right now.
Fresh set of downs for Western Oregon, trying to push the ball into Cougar territory. Jackson will remain in the game. Jackson does get it. Pushing straight up the middle. 6-yard gain. You cannot complain.
No, again, just staying behind that interior offensive line, letting them pound. Nico Jackson, Amari Land, Ty Curry over and over again. It's been a successful combination for them all season. Gonzalez, Belinsky, Pruitt, Passos, everybody up that middle just pounding away. And then you'll see a play-action pass out of nowhere.
Curry gets it back to Jackson. Jackson won't let himself go down by the towel, and he'll pick up another first down, pressing the ball into Cougar territory, and that interception seemed to have breathed life back in to the entire Western Oregon team.
You see Michael Malapiai trying to make the tackle, but Nico Jackson just said, hop on board and I'll take you to the first down. And another first down for Western Oregon into Azusa Pacific territory.
Nico Jackson having a great season. He'll be handing the reins over to Amari Land. Jackson gets it again, barrels forward, head down, and again, 5 more yards, Michael. Again, asserting themselves with the identity they've had all season. Run, and run.
Like some old school Chuck Knox football, some of my favorite from when I was growing up, just pounding that ball. 4 or 5 yards at a time. You're going to get a first down each time doing that. And again, wait for them to just drop in a play action pass one of these times.
Curry been able to do it through the air as well. Hands it to Land, keeps it himself, goes off the right side. He gets a blocker, gets one to move away. And Ty Curry has this announcer completely faked out of his shoes once again.
Yeah, I thought I couldn't tell where it was going right away. I thought Amari had it, but again, great blocking up in front. And again, Ty Curry making the right moves, working his way up the field. Another first down for Western Oregon. This is what they want to establish here in this third quarter after that choppy second quarter, and they're looking good so far on this drive.
Consistency at this part of the field a year ago was a big issue for this Western Oregon offense. Today having some struggles with it, but on the overall this season, once they get here, put points on the board. Omari Land off the left-hand side. He'll get the toss, and on the sweep, take it down to the 20-yard line.
And just doing what they're doing, running the ball. It'll be a 2nd and 2 yard after an 8-yard gain on first down.
Deuces are wild, huh? 2nd down and 2 to go on the 20-yard line. Again, half of the third quarter has expired. Western Oregon dominating the ball, running it all afternoon. Here comes Amari Land, makes one player miss by hurtling over. He'll pick up the first down. The chains move, and this drive continues.
And Ty Curry doing a great job just running that option. Sees the defensive end come up just enough for him to believe that Amari's going to be able to pick up the first down. Good call by Ty, and a first down for Western Oregon. Now inside the 20-yard line, looking to score for the first time in this third quarter in the second half. Try to get the lead in this game as we have a tie game of 14-14 right now.
Bunch wide receivers out to the left here. Curry is going to run. Turns it upfield, makes a man miss, goes upfield once again, and a late flag will be thrown.
And still running this option look, and he has the option to pat, each time he can hold it, give it off to the running back. This time he decides to hold it and then take the blocking that was set up for the running back, but we do have a penalty down the field, and we're waiting to see what that is at this point.
Holding, offense, number 56. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still first down.
Aaron Turner on the penalty there. I didn't see him down the field, but again, that blocking down the field, when Ty Curry decided to cut back, it just throws people off, and that's where you get those holding calls. As the offensive line thinks the defender's going a certain way, he goes back the other way, and sometimes you get that snag.
Ball moves out to the 24. Curry, I think, has gotten a little... Hand's been in the cookie jar a couple times today. I feel like he's getting a little bit... trying to take advantage of it, doesn't hand it to Land, and he's sacked.
And either way there, the defensive pressure was great by Azusa Pacific. They had two players in the backfield right away, breaking up that play. And now we have a second and about 22 for Western Oregon. Again, getting into the red zone or that red zone area and then going backwards has been pretty common for them this season. And look to see if they can score on this drive.
Curry goes out to Amari Land. Land can't keep his feet. He'll be taken down. And this has just been strange, Michael. Again, almost like a kind of a flashback to things, like I said, that they'd worked so.
So as they run that quick play, it almost looks like it could have been a screen or a pass, a running play because it was behind the line of scrimmage. But a big loss again in third. And a number they haven't even put up on the board. It's a big one.
Curry now, let's see if he can get back some of it. Over the middle, has a man open. It's Thomas Wright. Wright will take it down to about the 27-yard line, Michael, and that's still going to be considerably short. We know that Gross has had trouble kicking, so it'll probably be a 4-down situation.
And in a situation for Azusa's defense, they're very, very far back, most of them, just to make sure they hold them from getting a first down. Wright finds that space over the middle, tries to make a man miss. Unfortunately, not able to make that man miss, and now we have a 4th down and 15. A lot of different options here from the 29-yard line.
3 wide receivers are going to be out to the left of Curry. Curry looking in that direction. Maybe he wants to run now, but pocket is closed. Has to throw it, gets it up into the end zone. A big jump ball situation.
But we do have a flag down the field on the other sideline. We'll see what that play is real quick.
Pass was going for Justice Murphy. Murphy tries to leap.
And Ty Curry working his way around, then just throwing it down the field. Incomplete, but again, there is a penalty. And it looks like some Western players are calling it on Azusa.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 3. That penalty will be assessed half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
Lamario Howard, who's also a kick returner, down there on the coverage and must have got a hand up in the face. And a big, huge break for Western Oregon and their offense to keep this ball on what was an incomplete pass on 4th down.
Freshman Phoenix Smith will come in with Evander Willingham, so a 2 tight end set. Thomas Wright, Justice Murphy, Ty Curry, and Amari Land. Phoenix Sweet is going to be on the left-hand side of Curry in front of him. Here comes the ball to Land. Land shut down immediately on first down, maybe losing a yard on the play.
And the fun of running the ball over and over again can turn unfun when you put 7 people in the box at that point, as Azusa Pacific's defense has done on these last few plays. It's a good game. It's a really good game right now. Sloppy in some parts, but both teams are going back and forth at each other.
Again, I think I would really like to say nice things about Azusa Pacific and the Cougars. Physically, they have just played a very strong football game as Curry is left on the 13-yard line, giving the ball to Land. Land tried to slip behind his block, takes it down to about, it looks like the 6, maybe the 7-yard line.
And a more traditional run right up the middle with Amari Land right there, letting him use his speed and elusiveness and quickness and power to pick up 5 yards, set up a 3rd down and 5 from about the 8-yard line, say 9-yard line of Azusa Pacific. Western Oregon still can't get a first down on this drive.
Need to move the ball inside the 5, approximately the 3-yard line for that first down. Curry now, 5 wide receiver set for the first time today. Curry looking right, has got all the room, takes it in himself. He will get down to the 2, maybe the 1. And Ty Curry just took as big a hit as I've seen him all season. Actually, going back to the game before, Michael, go ahead and give me the replay here.
As you see, they have 5 wide, man-to-man. There's one person, a little bit of a spy there, but dang, he does really take a big hit. But it is after a first down, so a great job by Ty Curry, the leader on this offense, taking his team down for another first down and a chance at a score here inside the 5-yard line.
Failed to mention, Michael, that the reason Ty Curry played the entire game in Burnaby last week is because they rescinded his ejection from the game the week before that for the sparing or leading with his helmet penalty. That was rescinded by the conference, and he was not ejected from the game. Curry now underneath center, Murphy in motion, handing the ball to Land. Nope, wide open in the back of the end zone. Justice Murphy, penalty flag on the far side of the field. I'll tell you, Justice Murphy ran all over the field on that play.
All the way across the field. We'll see if this is an offsides on the defense or a shift. A legal shift on the offense.
Illegal motion. Offense, number 88, lined up on the line of scrimmage and went in motion before the snap. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
And considered the way the offense has been running this whole entire day, that might have been somewhat of a trick play, essentially. We're going to run a play-action pass at that point, and that was where their miscommunication came from on that shift. Backs him up 5 yards, but it's still first down for Western Oregon at the 9-yard line.
2:22, first down and 8 on the 8. And a game knotted up at 14. Curry has it. Curry looks right. Curry goes to the end zone behind him. Just a bit too high. Intended for Marquise Sampson. Now more penalty flags. This is going to be a late hit, Michael.
A late hit on an inadvertent pass there that you throw back across your body into the middle of the field, but maybe he knew he was about to get the late hit on him, so it was a great play. We'll see here shortly.
Got to pick up their laundry.
Holding, offense, number 56. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still first down.
Aaron Turner assessed the penalty.
And again, as that play was breaking down, Ty Curry's looking back across the field. And at that time, that's when the holding penalties come out. He throws it back across his field over Sampson's head, but it is still first down. The fortunate thing for Western Oregon, but it is first and 18, really first and goal from the 18-yard line.
Been some sort of struggle once they got in the red zone today to get anything going. Between the 20s, Western Oregon almost unstoppable. High snap, Curry gets it, Curry retains it, more of a football play. But again, I just feel all afternoon, Michael, that the team just feels like they're a play or two ahead. They don't focus completely on the play that they're in.
And at this one, they're going to try to pick up 4 or 5 yards. I see what you're saying there, that they're going to set up the next play to set up the next play. At this point, just trying to get control of the game again. Still a 14-14 game for both of these teams, and they're both playing really hard. It's just no one's been able to connect on any actual scoring plays lately.
Curry looks left, takes the snap. He's going to throw. Good poise. Threw into double coverage, best I could tell. Looks like it was Vicino Jr.
And great success on that play with no penalties, but Ty Curry looking across the middle, sees a couple people there in a crowd, but great job by the defender there to knock the ball away, setting up a second and goal from the 21-yard line for Western Oregon.
Expert replay there. It was Hickok.
Third and goal.
It was Hickok with the drop pass or the broken up pass.
Double covered either way. That was a tough catch to make.
Ty Curry now on the 21-yard line. Good time in this pocket. He's going to move to his left. He's got time. Now he wants to run, wants to go one-on-one. And Curry keeps his feet, plundering forward, now getting all the support he needs from his team and taking it down to the 4-yard line. Ty Curry having a special day on the ground.
Ty Curry feeling the pocket collapse and decides to tuck the ball and run the ball and working his way, doesn't see anybody, and then takes off. And then he uses his toughness, just pounding his way, pushing people over, trying to work his way down to that goal line, and sets up a decent attempt on 4th down here for Western Oregon to get in the end zone as it's 4th and goal.
Jaron Ford, Marquise Sampson, Tyler Reed, Thomas Wright Jr., Amari Land are your skill positions with Ty Curry in the shotgun. Everybody spread out, and Curry now on 4th down in trouble, stepping up, wants to run again, puts his hands out, and I don't know if they're going to say ground causes the fumble, but it becomes a turnover on downs and a touchback, Michael?
No, it's on the 1-yard line. They called him down at the 1-yard line. As you see, he takes it down, and as he's reaching, the ball comes out. But it's a turnover on downs, a great tackle by Azusa Pacific.
The ruling on the field is the runner was down prior to the goal line. It'll be first down, Azusa Pacific.
If there's anything I can say, they held the ball roughly 6 minutes, I believe. Defense should be well rested. They're going to have the Cougars pinned completely onto their goal line.
But just a heck of a job by Ty Curry on that drive to at least get it down there as a real chance at scoring. And now the defense has a chance to come out there and possibly get a turnover. See what happens. Souza backed up at the goal line.
Big pressure being shown by the red shirts wearing gray helmets. They want to come after this, and they're looking even just for breathing room. Cougars right now wonder if the ball's out.
It does look like a lot of people thought the ball came loose as he was running a quarterback sneak, but it stays Azusa's ball, but it'll be 2nd and basically 10 after a very short gain on that first play. Trying to give themselves some room with maybe a 1-yard gain, 2-yard gain, but unfortunately.
Western Oregon will go into the 4th quarter, tied with the Cougars.
That is the end of the 3rd quarter.
4th quarter action coming up, and what a 4th quarter we will have. Stay tuned for everything coming up on KWVT Channel 17.
Did you know that Western Oregon Athletics is on demand? That's right, you can watch Wolves on the field, in the gym, or on the track anytime, anywhere online. Go to woowolves.com, click on the Wolves live video, and you're in the Western Oregon Games Central portal. Select On Demand and choose from any of the D2 men's and women's athletics shown live on Woo TV. Games Central is your window to Western Oregon athletics. Go Wolves!
Second down and 9 on the 1-yard line, and the Cougars are in deep trouble in their own territory right now. Western Oregon turning the ball over on downs. They're going to run. They've got a little screen set up, but Western Oregon, Sinclair and Proctor are there for the tackle. They don't get but a half a yard, Michael.
Looked like a little bit of movement on the line, but they get the play off, and you see Proctor with some pressure on the quarterback, and Sinclair and Tyler Wharf there able to get right up at the goal line again, so it's maybe a half a yard gain on that, if that. 3rd and 9 from the 2-yard line for Azusa Pacific, trying to stay away from a turnover or safety here, and a first down, maybe secondary on this play. We'll see.
Tyrone Williams Jr. has not run the ball as effectively as Curry today, but he is going to have to throw a bad snap, and we might get that safety. Ball does come out.
There's no receiver over on that area, and he's throwing the ball away. He wasn't out of the pocket, so there could possibly be a roughing on this. As you see the ball go down on the ground, he picks it up. The refs are talking right now.
Roughing, or would it be an
intentional grounding and a safety.
Okay.
My apologies.
Yeah, no problem.
But they're talking it over. That's what it should be on this play.
But there's no flag. Can they still call it?
Oh, they could drop a flag at this point when they have the conversation.
There it is. Safety for Western Oregon and their defense. A defense that was maligned for a quarter and a half has come
Number
alive.
5. The quarterback was not outside the pocket, and there was no receiver in the area. Safety.
The only word I can use for the day, it's been a strange game.
Yeah, very strange game. I think we were all going to think it was 16-14 at the beginning of the beginning of the quarter, but great job by the Western D, not letting him be able to get up, pick up the ball, and throw the ball away.
At 14-14, it was a 14-14 game. 16-14, Wolves on top after the safety and the intentional grounding from Ty
I think everybody's waiting for the clouds to break today finally and warm up, and everybody will get going for a game day. But again, it's been an odd day today on this important, very important GNAC game. But Western Oregon able to get the lead right here early in the fourth quarter.
Western Oregon joined the Great Northwest Athletic Conference in football in 2001. On 5 other occasions, they've had opportunities such as this, Michael. They have never cashed in. A victory today, and the Western Oregon Wolves 2019 season will be a memorable season where they will at least own half of the championship in the conference. Yet to be determined, obviously, is a victory for Western Oregon, and Simon Fraser and Central Washington play later today. It's going to be a free kick. Curtis Anderson's going to be back deep. Looks like Attridge will be the kicker. I see Nico Jackson on the sideline getting warmed up. Helmet's not on, but Western Oregon chomping at the bit to get their offense back on the field to extend the lead.
Central Washington with a non-conference game today. Next week, Western Oregon will have to wait till next week if they win this game to find out if they're the sole.
I have to wait with bated breath, but I still need to see Western Oregon win the game. Parnell gets it around the 40. He turns it upfield. He'll take it to the 45, and there is a late flag on the play, and I don't know who that's going to go on. It's extracurricular activity of the talking variety. Not a late hit.
This one taking a little bit of time to figure out. The refs working hard today with all these penalties on the field.
Definitely have mounted here in the second half. Staggering, Western Oregon has held the ball for over 33 minutes of this football game. Literally have had the ball.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, receiving team, number 33. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. It'll be first down, Western Oregon.
Tyler Worf,
who just made a great play at the goal line with a tackle on the receiver on the last drive for Azusa Pacific, with the next play resulting in a safety. But this time, after the play, as it's happened a lot this season, a lot of the big playmakers can still keep going after the whistle. And on this play, Worf called for a 15-yard penalty. Western Oregon starting off from the 31-yard line to start their drive, 1st and 10.
Curry would be loving to get some time on this drive to see if he can get the ball downfield. He'll give the ball to Jackson. Jackson makes that first player usually always miss on the defense and picks up positive yardage.
First player's awesome, but there's 2 more right behind him on this play for Azusa's defense. Great job for them coming in, filling the holes. Setting up a 2nd and 9 yards, say a long 8 for Western Oregon.
Wolves have held the ball 3-1 in this game. And I can see Ty Curry and the entire offensive line willing to take as much time as they want.
Feels like a 1950s NFC North game.
Let me guess, the Rams were in it.
No.
Jackson goes off to the left. And the other smart thing here too, Michael, running the ball in between the hash marks and keeping it inbounds.
For sure. I mean, the defense has played well today. Azusa's only had 1 touchdown on offense. If they can keep working the clock, they have a 2-point lead right now. It may be enough for them to get this victory by the end of the day. But again, you'd like to see them keep working the clock and working their way down the field.
3rd down and 4 on the 37-yard line. Curry now 15 seconds on the play clock. Keeps it himself off the right-hand side. Can't pitch it. Isn't going to pick up the first down. And it looks like we'll bring out Andrew Gross for the first time to kick it away.
I will say good job by number 88, Justice Murphy, on that play. He had a chance to make a crackback block to help spring Ty Curry, but that possibly would have gotten a penalty. He doesn't make that block. Ty Curry goes down. Allows the punt team to come out to try to see if they can pin the offense back for Azusa Pacific.
Quentin Frazier will be back deep for the Cougars. Trailing by 2. Gross booming kick. Frazier backs up. And now looking for a good bounce, but it comes back this way around the 22, 23-yard line. Tyrone Williams Jr. and the Cougar offense will come back out. And I don't expect them to run the ball much the rest of the afternoon. They have literally shut that part of the game down. So Tyrone Williams Jr. is going to have to pass his team most likely.
And Tyrone Williams has played very well today, just hasn't been able to get any points out of it. The good playmakers and great playmakers of Western Oregon's defense has been able to make some plays today, and you'll see who's going to win this battle here in the next 12 minutes.
On the 23, they mark it. Western Oregon showing pressure off the outside. Short gain and out of bounds. Parnell will tackle. Alu
just running out to the flat there.
They have 2 players out there, right? Wear 11.
Thank you. So
yeah.
Hirsch able to get out to the sideline there and pick up a very short gain of 2 yards. 2nd and 8 for Azusa Pacific.
On the 25, looking to move it out to the 35 for a first down as the clock now does start to be a factor. Both teams holding their timeout. Williams Jr. going deep and a diving catch. Gage Allen.
And a very great pass. Man-to-man on the outside, and it looks like the defender has it covered, but just a perfect pass dropped in right where it needed to be, and a first down for Azusa Pacific as they try to get something going with their offense right now.
They mark the ball now in Western's territory at about the 43-yard line. Tyrone Williams Jr. with time in the pocket, definitely able to hit Gage Allen with his prettiest pass of the afternoon. And finally a sack. And Tyrone, and he might be hurt.
Just right up the middle. A great job there. And I was looking at the running back running down the field. I thought he was going up the middle, but just a great job by the defensive line. And a big sack there on first down, setting up a long 2nd and 20 yards for Azusa Pacific. And I don't ever know if I even said Blaine Burnett, but a great job by Blaine Burnett on that play.
Burnett going straight up the middle, taking down Williams Jr. Ball marked on the 43-yard line. A little bit of a draw play. They'll take it back to midfield.
Same look as the last play. The run up the middle. It looked like on the last play I went the other way, and I was looking at the quarterback on this play. But a great job by the defenders to come up and make a tackle, holding it to about a 5-yard gain and setting up a 3rd and 15 for Azusa Pacific. Western Oregon's defense looking to see if it can get a stop here and get the ball back for their offense to try to work the clock some more.
17 yards, 3rd down and 17. Ball needs to get down to the 33 from midfield. Williams Jr. out of the shotgun, stepping up. Maybe he's looking for room. Nothing there. 4 red shirts all over.
The ball might be out. Looks like they think the ball has been turned over.
Lovelace comes out of the pile.
As you see in the replay, right away, Tyrone working his way out to the flat. And Burnett there again. Blaine Burnett all over the field today. Knocks the ball away. I can't see who recovers it, but a great job by Western's defense picking up the ball, and a turnover for Western Oregon.
L.J. Lovelace coming out of the bottom of the pile.
Thank you, L.J. Lovelace, former GNAC Defense Player of the Week earlier this season. And you see these playmakers on defense, they know how to knock the ball away. And now they're giving it back to Ty Curry. Amari Land out there at running back. Try to work that clock, get a score. Try to work their way closer to a GNAC championship.
16-14, 9:36. Ball just into Cougar territory. And a little play action. Michael's been calling for it downfield. Has Justice Murphy diving for the catch at the 31-yard line. 18-yard pickup on first down.
Play action pass, looking down the field. Ty Curry has a couple of guys open. Sees Justice Murphy, and whoa! He flies through the air, Superman style. Catches that ball, snags it out of the air. First down, Western Oregon, as they continue this drive.
Everything you could ask for when you get here in the dog days
Might
of
have
summer.
Knocked the wind out of him with that awesome catch, but a great job there on that play.
2-a-days, all the practice being put in. Ty Curry and this offense with Amari Land running on first down know that if they can put a touchdown on the board with the defense the way that it is played this afternoon, that there is an outstanding chance to pick up their 7th victory. And we already know what it means, but we will leave that for the last 8 minutes and 40 seconds of this game, as Ty Curry this afternoon has really listened well, great poise, and just got a great catch from Justice Murphy, moving the ball down in deeper into Cougar territory. There goes Land up the middle. Land again. Roger Craig style, man. He got those legs high on the drive, and he might have picked up a first down.
Very, very close. It looks like they're spotting him just short, but it's 3rd down and 1 yard. And you get to play the game. Are they going to hand it off to Amari Land, or are they going to let Ty Curry keep that ball and take the keeper for a first down? Azusa Pacific's defense has a lot to decide here on this play.
The metric basically says they just keep giving the ball to Land, but Curry has been so effective today. They do give it to Land. Land goes forward, will not go down, and now at the 15-yard line, Wolves are in the red zone, and they are threatening.
Amari just putting his head down, using those legs just to keep running people over, and another first down, Western Oregon. And obviously, keep giving props to the offensive line right now. Gonzalez, Belinsky, Pruitt just pounding in the middle.
Maybe a chance for Thomas Wright. One-on-one coverage on the bottom of your screen. Maybe look for a basketball-type play. Here goes number 14. Curry has, and a late hit for sure. Absolutely for sure.
Ty Curry on the keeper, working his way to the sideline. And as he's trying to stretch his way out, seeing how many yards he can get, easily out of bounds, deep into the white on the sideline. And that'll be half the distance.
Alex Benter, if it's number 98, will be called.
Personal foul. Late hit out of bounds. Defense number 33. That penalty will be added to the end of the run, half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
McCroskey.
Yeah, it looked like both of them there hitting him as he's going out of bounds. Makovsky, I believe you said, was the one that just knocked him out at the last portion of that. But it gives Western Oregon a first down inside the 10-yard line and a chance here to go up by 2 scores, the touchdown and extra point.
On the 6-yard line, Curry with Jackson in the backfield behind him, 7 yards deep. Jackson gets the ball, untouched. Wolves score! Nico Jackson, 6 yards for the touchdown, and the Wolves are now on top, 22-14.
Handing the ball to Nico. He goes one way, and then, nope, I'm going to go this way, right up the middle. Touchdown. Doing what they've been doing well all day, running the ball. Great job by Western Oregon after the turnover.
Andrew Gross now in for the extra point opportunity to make it a 9-point game. And there is a sense of anticipation here, but a lot of football yet to be played. An important extra point coming up right now. Good snap. Gross's kick is up, and it is good, and the Wolves are on top 23-14. Stay tuned for all of the remaining action here on KWVT, Channel 17.
Ray is a father, a husband, a soldier, and he recently completed his master's degree online from Western Oregon University. WOU offered what Ray needed to succeed: accessibility, a graduate assistantship, low tuition rates. Whether you're a parent, working full-time, or traveling the world protecting our country, you can finish your master's degree. Western Oregon University online graduate programs, anywhere, anytime.
I was using the heater in the bathroom at halftime.
23-14, Wolves on top of the Cougars. Nico Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. 6 plays, 49 yards, 2 minutes and 33 seconds. A very valuable time taken off of the scoreboard. Gross kicking it away, and his deepest kick today. And the Cougars field it, and they're looking to get something maybe in the special teams game. But Western Oregon, since that Braylon Evans interception, has just been a different football team, and they now smell what is really in the air and what is possible for them if they play smart football for 6 minutes and 57 seconds.
Yeah, just have to continue what they've been doing all game, and that's just play defense, play good defense, and they've been doing it for all but one drive, and they're going to be able to take home a victory. Of course, Azusa Pacific able to come back in each of their games and keep them close, so we'll see if they can get a score on this drive.
Williams Jr. on first down. He's in trouble again. He's going to get sacked, Michael. The defense, literally, like I said, almost like night and day, has woken up.
Yeah, Blaine Burnett, Lovelace down there. See Proctor coming in there, and just everybody trying to get to that quarterback, and they're right back on the line of scrimmage.
And the hustle being shown right there. I'm going to tell you something. There's a penalty flag on the far side of the field. But I'll tell you how much today means to Western Oregon. I'm going to tell you, it's one of the great unsung plays you'll ever see. Court Hammond probably just set a 100-meter record for getting off that field so they wouldn't get called for 12 men on the field.
I hope somebody has a slow-motion replay of him running across the field. It may not be from this game or just somewhere in the world, because his stride and his arm movement trying to get off that sideline was fantastic.
Good form. Good technique.
Fantastic form.
Holding, offense, number 72. That penalty is declined. The result of the play, third down.
Well, it's kind of coming undone here as Eric Esquire will be called for that penalty. That'll go half the distance, Michael. And they've been operating with bad field position now for quite a bit. Quite a bit of time here.
And it's 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12.
They moved it up because he did get a positive gain on that play.
Got it.
But you'd rather just keep it with the down of 3rd down with them pinned back this far right now.
Wolves looking to show that pressure again. Williams Jr. steps up into the pocket, throws it, and a great reception. I will give all the credit to great receiving right there.
Yeah, with Parnell on the coverage there, he just gets turned around. Safety not able to come up fast enough, and a perfect pass by
Brandon Jackson will pick it up. And we'll step away for a quick break here.
Timeout. Western Oregon, their first of the half.
Stay tuned for more action on KWVT Channel 17.
Hello, I'm Rex Fuller, President of Western Oregon University.
And I'm Rob Whittingham, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs at Western Oregon University.
We'd like to welcome you to downtown Salem in our new location starting fall 2020 at the corner of Trade and High Street here in beautiful Salem.
Over the next year, we'll work diligently to offer a full slate of hybrid courses to help you reach your educational goals.
We look forward to you taking courses at this new home in fall 2020. In the meantime, good luck with your studies and go Wolves.
Well, the Cougars don't want to go anywhere and actually force Western Oregon to have to call a quick timeout. Or did that come from the Cougars? Thought it came from Western Oregon. They wanted to kind of stem that momentum right there. Actually, it was by the Cougars. No, got it right now. I'm looking at the board. Western Oregon. Williams Jr., though, going to pass on first down underneath. Braylon Evans will come up for the tackle.
Braylon doing a great job just letting him stay underneath there. If they want to kind of work their way down and dink and dunk their way down the field, they're going to let them use the clock right now. So that's probably what they just had a discussion about.
Richard Lewis, main receiver today. And again, Williams Jr. handing the ball off, but they've seemed to be most effective offensively, Michael, when they're in a more hurry-up oriented offense.
Yeah, you see Cummings and the rest of the defensive line. They're able to get up there. It looked like there was some movement, no call, but big, huge third down here right now for Azusa Pacific.
3rd and 2 on the 41. Williams Jr. looking left, back, right, man down the field. And Braylon Evans had his hands on that at the absolute last second, but there is no doubt that I can't see any other option for this Cougar offense but to stay out there and try to pick this up.
A great job by the defense there, knocking the ball away or just having a hand in there enough for the receiver not to be able to make the reception. Now it's 4th and 1. In order for Azusa Pacific to really stay in this game, big, huge 4th down for them right here. 5 minutes left in the game.
Exactly 5 minutes. It's 4th down and 1 on the 41. And what hangs in the balance? Western Oregon's defense, do they come up big? Back shoulder throw from Williams Jr. Sinclair on the coverage, but the chains move, and they go into Western Oregon territory, and the Cougars just won't go away.
Yes, a man-to-man down the field, and a great reception there. And you're right, the Cougars will not go away. Great job by them staying in this game.
Williams Jr. now looking for a bigger play here on first down. Can't get his shoulders around, and he'll throw an incomplete pass, a low ball. Hammond comes back on the field.
The nitpicky me would say you probably would have hoped he would have made that as a reception, that way to keep the clock moving.
And officials are asking for
timeout for an injured player.
So, Michael, right now, Western Oregon, after kind of reeling for about a quarter and a half, own a 9-point lead, 4 minutes and 37 seconds. They've dominated time of possession. I mean, literally, if you were to draw up the game plan, everything went exactly their way except for some untimely penalties in the red zone. Finishing a game off of this magnitude, tell me your thoughts.
Real quick, as Gage Allen injured on that play, the receiver going that way, able to get up off the field and walk off. But you see, again, this is the point of the game. Western Oregon's defense, everybody knows what they need to do. You just need to play it out for this last 4:37 to bring home what you've been working on all season.
Amazingly enough, Western Oregon started off the season 0-2. And when they had that 4-game winning streak, the first 2 wins came via fourth quarter comebacks. They have found a way to play their best football when it matters most, and it matters most right now. Tyrone Williams Jr. underneath, and I tell you, if Proctor had just, or was it Worf, excuse me.
I believe it was Worf on that one.
If Worf had just like 1 inch more, he was going to have that ball.
A good job by him getting a hand in there, knocking the ball away, setting up a 3rd and 10 for Azusa Pacific's offense as they continue their drive, trying to get back in this game.
A lot of pressure has been put on this offense, and Tyrone Williams Jr., his arm will have to probably get this job done, as pressure has been shown by this Wolves defense time and time again. 6, now 7, and underneath again. I don't know if the forward momentum's going to give it to him. Parnell makes a great open field tackle.
And we have some differences of opinion of where the line of scrimmage is here between a couple of the officials, but I believe it'll be short of a first down here, when it could have possibly been a bobble pass there, you see.
They've got to take a look at the chains here, right? Got to bring them out. And if this stands, it'll bring up a 4th and 1.
Yeah, and it looks like he was bobbling the ball, and it could have been called an incomplete pass, a first down, or short of the first down. And now we get to see if possibly they gave him a good spot on this. It's very, very close.
Now here comes the chain gang. As my good friend or former NBA player Rasheed Wallace said, ball don't lie. And that's going to be short, Michael. That's a football short. It doesn't really matter. Cougars offense will stay on the field.
Down.
Unless you think they would kick a field goal here.
Again, their field goal kicker is good, but with him missing one from this distance earlier, I don't know that this would be the time. I mean, it's a play. You need 2 scores, so it wouldn't be a terrible call. But, again, this cold day and the way that one was short earlier, just making it into the end zone, looks like their offense is back out there trying to go for a first down.
Gage Allen out there, Richard Lewis out there as well. Big play opportunity receivers at the bottom of your screen in man-on-man coverage, Braylon Evans and Curtis Anderson. Joey Sinclair will be back deep as the safety, and they hand the ball off, and they will move the chains, and this drive stays alive for Azusa Pacific. But time is definitely on Western Oregon's side right now.
And you have a substitution from the Western defense getting off the field, but a play up the middle. It looks like it's going up the middle, just off to the right side. First down and 10, Azusa Pacific.
Rolling to his left, now getting upfield, trying to see if he's got anything, but Williams Jr. is going to be flushed out. He'll run out of bounds around the 21-yard line, Michael. He'll pick up 7 yards, but more importantly, flags are on the play and the clock has stopped.
Yeah, great job by Tyrell Cummings trying to get him from the backside from that defensive tackle position. And we'll see if there was a block of some sort that was illegal down the field.
Holding. Offense, number 78. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still first down.
Tim Dolan on the penalty there. And yes, they're trying to work their way down the field. Same thing as it's been today. Sometimes people going back and forth, and they'll get that snag. The officials have been pretty quick on the penalties today for both teams. We've seen a few.
Maybe too many, but, you know, the game of football is definitely officiated much differently than it used to be. But the hold is a hold. Next week, Michael, sadly, it'll be our final home game. And for the first time, Eastern New Mexico will come here to Monmouth, Oregon, and our slate of 6 games will be completed. It's a 1:05 kickoff as usual here live on KWVT Channel 17. But before then, it's a 23-14 game. 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. And the Western Oregon Wolves trying to close out their 7th win of the season. Gage Allen now in motion, and someone else is playing quarterback. Trying to catch him a little bit off guard. They put in Jack Rice and snap him the ball.
It looks like there's a player down for Western Oregon. Tyrell Cummings, I believe.
Cummings able to get up on his own, get off the field.
With some assistance here, you hope he's all right as they still have another game to go this season.
But I love this. I haven't got to call this name. Twister McComas.
Twister McComas, yeah, he's made some plays this year. It's the fun part of this Western Oregon defensive line. They have a lot of players they can plug in and out, and any given day, any given Saturday, some of them step up and make some amazing plays. It's been fun to watch them this season.
Twister McComas in the middle of the defensive line wearing some retro Jordan cleats. Williams Jr. now out of the pocket. He's in trouble. Ball into the middle, and they're able to get a completion and another first down. And the Cougars will not go anywhere. Brandon Jackson has had big receptions today.
And back up to the line of scrimmage really quick on this hurry-up offense with 2 minutes and 43 seconds left. Azusa Pacific trying to get back into the end zone.
4 receptions, 50 yards for Jackson. Williams Jr. now looking out. Back shoulder throw in the direction of Braylon Evans. Evans already with an interception this afternoon and a pass deflection.
And I will say about Evans, as the season's gone along, he's really stepped up and gotten better and better and better, and I've really enjoyed watching him play.
They don't call his name. I don't think they can throw in his direction.
Yeah, no, he covers everybody just the way he's supposed to. That play, it was only the sideline that could have caught that ball, or he was going to be in on that play. 2nd and 10 here for Azusa Pacific at the 16-yard line.
Richard Lewis comes in short motion. Williams Jr. now in trouble, steps up. The ball is in the end zone, and it is a touchdown. What I saw flying in the air was a shoe.
Yes, I did see that same shoe, but again, he does have some time looking, working his way around, and finds him at the goal line. And then we're not sure if it's a shoe or the ball, and it is the shoe, and the ball is in the end zone, like you said, and a touchdown. And now with an extra point, they'll be within 2 points with 2 minutes and 22 seconds left. Back on that 2 game.
Important extra point here. Well, Parnell definitely thought he knew what the snap count was.
Trying to get back there to keep it a field goal game. And there's enough conversation. Maybe it's no. They're trying to figure out if they want to take the penalty or not.
Offside, defense, number 25, unabated to the kicker. Half the distance to the goal. We will now replay the try.
All right. Ramsey Jaridley, place kicker for the Cougars, trying to make this a 2-point game with an extra point conversion. Point after attempt on its way. Clean snap. Kick is up. And the kick is good. Do not go anywhere. 23-21. KWVT, Channel 17.
I will keep grinding. Never give up. Never look back. I am a student athlete.
Coach says keep moving, keep learning, keep improving. I am a student athlete.
I will not quit, no matter how hard it gets. I do this for my team. I am a student athlete.
I never take winning for granted. Every winner faces failure. I will succeed. I am a student athlete.
Really? Yep. And they get the ball in.
Western Oregon University, where together we succeed.
One of the more exciting plays in football, Michael, might be happening here. We were in break. Michael thinks there might be an onside kick, but the Cougars possess all 3 of their timeouts, only trailing by 2. And it is an onside kick, Michael. Parnell will come up with it. Western Oregon will have the ball. And I think we're going to have a lot of opportunity to talk about.
Yeah, just like I was saying about that onside
football.
kick. That onside kick, it seems like the best play with 2 minutes and 22 seconds left. 1 first down. We'll say 2 first downs, but most likely 1 first down will end this game. And so the chances of them stopping Western Oregon the way this game has gone so far, I think if there were analytics people somewhere in this stadium, they would say you want to go for an onside kick on that one. What just happened?
My apologies, everyone. Our great...
Will the game clock operator please put 2:21 on the game clock?
Yes.
Well, we'll shave that second.
They're saying that took a second to run that play.
Thank you.
Our microphones were so good, I'm just going to let you know I had my ears blown out by the whistle blowing, so sorry about that. Omari Land in the backfield. He'll take it, staying inbounds, turning it upfield, and protecting the ball. First down on first down, Michael.
Maybe a little bit short, but as you see him get to the sideline, knows not to go out of bounds and just works his way up right about that first down marker. But there is a man down for Azusa Pacific, as they're either being clever and have an injury and trying to stop the clock, or we do have an injury on the field.
I have it as Alex Benter.
I see two players out on the field, actually.
Alex Benter is our first one. We don't have the other report on it, but this is an interesting situation, Michael. Again, you talk about all of the practices that lead up to a game like this. Situational football typically reveals the better football team. Yes
For
or
sure.
no?
Yes.
I mean, and I think Western Oregon today, situationally, has been able to play the better football, but they still have something to say about that. They did not get the first down, 2nd down and 1. The Cougars have not called a timeout yet, and the clock should be rolling here momentarily.
And you'll see Ty Curry take his time before he snaps this ball.
Again, he has no reason to snap it. I'm somewhat shocked the timeout hasn't come, Michael.
Well, they still haven't gotten the first down, so if they get a stop here,
then you
take the timeout, and you still have 2 timeouts, and it allows you, if the clock rolls over with the first down, they have another chance of maybe going through the 3-down cycle and getting the ball back after another go-around. But again, I doubt that'll happen.
Ty Curry now 5-4. There is the hike. Land gets it. Land, if he makes one man miss, turns it upfield. Just needs to stay in bounds. Amari Land will get the first down, and the clock does stop.
Amari thinking the game's over with a first down there. Probably why he ran out of bounds instead of sliding, but a great job by him getting the first down. And now Azusa will be forced to use their 3 timeouts in these next 3 plays. And then depending on if Western Oregon gets a first down or not, Western Oregon first down will pretty much clinch this game.
Amari Land just short of the century mark, 19 carries, 93 yards. He'll get the pickoff or he'll get the initial run. Everybody on that Cougar defense, Michael, looking to strip the ball away.
Yeah, and that's why I say pretty much we'll salt this game away and end it with a first down, just because there is the possibility of a turnover with every single person on Azusa Pacific ripping, punching, pulling, biting, everything they can do right now to try to get the ball back.
Their first of the half.
Western
Will the game
Oregon
clock operator
today,
please put 121 on the game clock?
Western
121.
Oregon today. Chatty referees today.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. 500 total yards of offense for Western Oregon today. Pound the ground. 343 yards, Michael, today. Curry, 20 carries, 173. Amari Land, 20 carries, 95 yards. Nico Jackson, 13 carries, 79 yards. Unbelievable performance. Curry only 12 of 16 on the afternoon with a touchdown and an interception. Curry's also run for a touchdown, as well as Nico Jackson. Defense coming up special today too. Derek Parnell leading the team with 8 tackles on the afternoon. Curry now will come back with 1 minute and 21 seconds. 2nd down and 8 on the 22. Looking to salt away a very important victory for Western Oregon.
Big hit there.
So Omari Land will get another carry.
And another timeout by Azusa Pacific, which was expected. They have 1 left after this play. Again, a first down by Western Oregon will clinch the game for them, essentially.
Timeout. Azusa Pacific, their 2nd of the half.
And either way,
Will
the
the game
way this
clock
game is
operator
gone,
please put 117 on the game clock? 117.
Now 3 seconds are being added on. The referees are definitely watching that clock with some sort of... They've got somebody doing it, spying on it.
But just, I would even expect 4-down territory here for Western Oregon with 2 plays to try to get a first down and win this game. They'd rather have it in their hands at this point than go for a field goal or punt the ball or anything at this point. So look for 4-down territory for Western Oregon. again, with the ground game, the running game, and letting Ty Curry make that decision to do what he needs to do to get a first down, Arn Ferguson will let the offense do what they have to do here.
Pretty amazing what's potentially going to transpire here in the next few moments. 1 minute and 17 seconds. Western Oregon joined this conference in 2001. And if they can hold on for this victory today, will clinch, at worst, a share of the GNAC title. Penalty flag on the play. Ty Curry keeps it inbounds. He'll get tackled about the 22, Michael.
And it might be that same player was set and then went in motion again that they called earlier. Or you hope it's offsides on the defense. I think that's the two options here.
Illegal shift is what I'm hearing from the microphones.
Trying to figure out what that means for the clock here.
Presently, 1 minute and 11 seconds in a 2-point football game. 23-21. Wolves on top of the Cougars.
Illegal shift on the offense. 2 players moving prior to the snap. That penalty is declined. The result of the play, 4th down.
And does the clock continue to go and Azusa Pacific have to take a timeout? That's the question.
Coaching staff is actually, I think, pointing in that general direction.
By rule, Azusa Pacific has elected to start the game clock on the snap due to the foul. 4th down.
So they'll be able to take 30 seconds off, 25 seconds off the clock, and then inside.
They said it won't start until the snap, Michael. Right?
I see what you're saying.
So now, clock does stay stopped.
So first down wins the game. Easy way of deciding it. That's all. Everything that matters here. Azusa Pacific can only stay in this game with a defensive stop here.
Curry now, 3 wide receivers out to the left, and of course,
timeout.
There'll be
Western
a timeout.
Oregon, their second of the half.
The clock will start at the snap either way from this. That was a free timeout essentially for Azusa Pacific with that penalty.
But important.
Another mistake here for Western Oregon down the stretch.
I think they've played a pretty spectacular football game for the most part, Michael, and I know that it's just you haven't been here before. You start thinking about it, and all you need to think about is 7 yards, and you have it. So whatever your 7-yard play is, that's the one I'd be dialing up on the sideline if I'm the coaching staff. Trey Shimabukuro in a white sweatshirt is definitely the one barking out most of what I can gather is going to be their play and their options. Ty Curry, so effective early in this game, about 3 hours ago, Michael. I mean, he ran for over 100 yards in the first quarter alone.
100 yards in the first quarter and has played really well most of the game. A couple mistakes, obviously the interception, which was a big play for Azusa Pacific. But here, I think he'll be part of this play. Maybe that's what they want them to think. We'll see very shortly.
Maybe also in a part of the field we've seen Omari Land become a relief valve receiver. And here goes Curry. It's Curry on his own. Curry does go forward. And Curry's going to keep pushing, and here they go. They're going to let this be a scrum, and this could get very interesting. How far did they get him down there?
It looks like to the 15-yard line, which will still be short of the first down.
59 seconds, Michael. Western Oregon's defense will come out onto the field, which I find fitting.
Again, the playmakers on the defense, the playmakers that have let some plays get down the field this season, but now they have a chance to wrap up a GNAC title for their team with 59 seconds left and Azusa Pacific getting the ball.
This defensive backfield.
Also remember, Azusa Pacific might be trying to just work their way down to the 35 to get into field goal range as well, just being down by 2 points. So they can't just play prevent defense here.
For the first time, you hear this Western Oregon crowd very much into this game. Low throw. It'll send Gage Allen out of bounds, taking 4 seconds away from the clock and 55 seconds remaining in a 2-point ball game. Michael, strong point. Probably need to see the ball get to around the 35-yard line if there's any way to attempt a field goal that could potentially put the Cougars ahead. Williams Jr. now, he'll go underneath again. Richard Lewis has it. Richard Lewis stayed inbounds, but they'll stop the clock because of the chains.
But it does start again on the snap, unless they
clock moving now. 44. Yep. I don't know what's being pointed at by people in the offensive backfield for the Cougars.
They want seconds back because the clock started to move already. And the refs are saying, let's play.
Western Oregon catching a break, but right now holding on to a 2-point lead, clinging. Williams Jr. on the relief again. And again, a wonderful kind of 2-minute drill being run by this Cougar offense. They did it in the first half to end it, and they're doing it again.
Just trying to work their way into field goal range right now. 30 seconds, plenty of time, and with a timeout. Western Oregon playing a little bit softer than they have been earlier, not having the bigger defensive line in there. Just trying to see if they can let their defensive backs make a play here.
An opportunistic defense that did get 2 interceptions a week ago could sure use one now. Low snap, pressure coming, man across the middle. Ball is at the 50-yard line. Wharf with the tackle. 23 seconds, Michael. No timeout being called. Quick snap, pressure again. Williams Jr. is going to get the
They're
pass.
Going to say a complete pass on the sideline.
Jackson
there.
At the 45, 12 seconds and a timeout. Got to think, Michael, you're looking at 2 plays to get to field goal range.
And you see him catching the ball, falling out of bounds, very close playing the sideline there, but at the 45-yard line, big play here for the defense with 12 seconds left.
Here comes pressure up the middle. Can they get to Williams? Williams gets away. He gets the reception to Richard Lewis. 4 seconds, 3. Michael, here is the timeout. Ball, where is it placed?
There is a penalty on the field right at 50-yard line, 48-yard line.
Great catch, Michael.
And maybe a late hit on this play.
The reception does get to Richard Lewis. They do
Personal
get the first
foul,
down.
roughing the passer, defense number 94. 15 yards added to the end of the run, automatic first down. Will the game clock operator please put 3 seconds on the game clock? 3 seconds.
And obviously that's going to put them into field goal range, and you'll see the field goal team come out here with a chance to win the game.
Timeout. Timeout. Azusa Pacific. Their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, that's interesting. I know you're catching some momentum, but I don't know if I'd call a timeout there.
Well, they're going to think about it, make sure that they have their blocking set. Western Oregon does have some very good speed off the edge to be able to get in there and get an attempt at this block. So that's what they're thinking about at this point.
Well, Michael, up until 2 minutes in this game, pretty much Western Oregon had a 7th victory and a share of a conference title in their own hands. You could still say that they do, but this defense this afternoon has had struggles at the end of this 2nd quarter and now the end of the 4th quarter with this Cougar offense. Once it gets going downhill in a hurry. And the kick, it is a freshman, Ramsey Jaridley. Ramsey Jaridley will now be iced by the Western Oregon.
Timeout. Western Oregon. Their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
We were laughing, Michael, when we started this 3rd quarter, how quickly the game was going. I said, get ready to be here for a while, as all 6 timeouts have been called here in this final 3 minutes of action.
Football has a way of changing up at any point in time. You think the game's going a certain way, and then all of a sudden, just a subtle change or a subtle little something, and everything's different now. So again, It's up to this kicker to really put a really bad end to this day for Western Oregon and its fans here at
Ball on the
MacArthur
20-yard
Field.
line. It's going to be a 37-yard attempt for Jaridley. Snap is good, it's clean, it's down, and it's blocked! It's blocked! And the Wolves are at least co-champions of the GNAC Conference, their first in school history! Can you dig it?
Can you dig it? Great job from the edge there to get in there and block the ball.
Unbelievable. You can feel the sense of relief. Look at the elation. This is a program that started 18 years ago in this conference, and now there is a fight breaking out in the middle of the field between both teams. This was an amazing game, and it should not end this way.
It's getting broken up pretty quick.
It doesn't need to be this way. Very hard game, very physical game. I will use the word again, very strange game. It now ends on a blocked field goal attempt, Michael. And for the first time, it can be said, the Western Oregon Wolves are at least co-champions of the GNAC Conference. Congratulations.
Nate Proctor Jr.
We are going to step away. We will be back here. Matt Palumbo, Michael Brown, director and producer Ken Luitag, football fans wherever you may be. Come back and see us next week when we'll talk all about this game and more. 1:05 p.m. KWVT, Channel 17, November 16th. Everybody, be safe and be well.
Peace.